Yo, what's up guys? So ever since I started this channel, people have been asking for some sort of Xbow guide on like how to beat certain matchups, so I figured I would just make this all into one video. Basically, I just made a huge compilation of all like the meta decks that I've beaten in my past videos that I think are like good representations of how to win the matchups. And just to make it easy for you guys, there will be timestamps in the description as well as in a pinned comment where you can just click on whichever matchup you'd like to see. Also, one thing to note is that some of these games are like before the balance changes, so if Archer Queen seems like really OP, it's probably because it was at the time. But yeah guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. As you guys tell by this name, this guy's like a good 2.6 player. He mains the deck, so I have to Xbow first Hog. It's kind of unlucky. I feel like every single time I face a Hog deck, I have Tesla as like my last card, and they always have Hog Cycle. I don't know why, I just feel like I always get unlucky like that. But it's not really a big deal because you don't really want to go Xbow in single too much anyways, unless you have like a good opportunity to, which we kind of didn't there. So he's gonna Hog. I'm already back to the Tesla, which is fine, and he is gonna Fireball. I'm gonna let that go. Unfortunately, the Hog's gonna hit, but we might be able to get a lock because he did use his Fireball. Oh, he's gonna be playing it with Fire Spirit actually, instead of like Ice Spirit or something. So I'm gonna archers like this. I think one of them should target the Ice Golem. Okay, perfect. So he's gonna cannon. I'm pretty sure it's low on elixir. Shouldn't have enough to fireball right away. Alright, that's fine because we're going opposite lane, which is good. Kind of what we want in this matchup. And one more log will put us in the damage lead. So I'm just gonna get my Tesla ready in case he does decide to go in for a Hog here. But it's looking like he's not. I don't really want to play anything because I know if I go X with something, he's going to Hog opposite lane, and I won't have enough for Tesla if I go Knight in front. See, I'm just going to go Tesla now. Oftentimes, this matchup, I'll just leak Elixir because if you cycle your Archers or your Knight, they're just going to go Hog, and then you're going to have to Tesla, and then you'll be low on Elixir. They'll be able to outcycle you. I think it's better just to wait in some cases. So East Spirit is going to be distracted by the Ice Golem. He's going to pre-plan Tesla. Yeah, assuming he'd go in for a Hog. Wow, he's actually going to go Fireball now. I'm not actually too sure about that play because it doesn't have the Hog to get to tower, so I'm going to go offensive Expo now. Might end up cycling to a Hog on the left, which would be kind of annoying for us. Alright, yeah, that was actually a smart play. So I'm going to go Skelly's log. It should only get one hit on tower. And then I'm in Archers. He might play Musk or something. Ice Golem, let's just go ahead and Fireball that. Maybe get our Expo to tower if he isn't fast enough. Alright, just get the cannon down. Still not the worst case scenario. We're only down by like one Fireball. So I think we can pre-plan Tesla. It's kind of a decent play just because it's gonna be hard for him to outcycle us if we like keep doing that. So I'm gonna offensive Expo now. If he goes Hog, I can just push it with an E-Spirit. Actually, yeah, okay. So Hog goes to the Tesla. Let's go Skeleton to top his Musk, and if he gets Ice Golem, I will Fireball it. Okay, it goes to Musketeer. Just gonna let that go because I kind of don't want his Musk on the left to get to my tower. So he logs on the other side, which is fine. So we're only down 83 damage. So let's just go ahead and pre-plan another Tesla. He is gonna Hog to pull the Knight back. And let's go Archers, same lane. Because I don't really want him to get any log value. And I'm gonna Fireball his tower now. I don't think we can get punished for it because we're back to the Tesla pretty soon. So I don't think there's any ways Hog breaks through. He's gonna Fireball that. Yeah, I guess Fireballs just haven't been that good because his doesn't allow his Hog to get to our tower or anything. And just like that, we're actually in a pretty comfortable damage lead. Definitely gonna have to go in though, like in triple elixir. Hog in the back. That's like not actually a bad play because if you wait to play your Tesla, then they'll be back to the one by the time their Hog crossed the bridge, but it's gonna be pretty easy to stop. And okay, I'm gonna Fireball his tower now. I actually don't even think we need to go for any offensive Expo just because we already have a good damage lead. Don't really need to go offensive to bait out his Fireballs. So yeah, especially when he keeps doing that, which is not even a good play, really. So I'm gonna go Skeletons, bring back to another Tesla. I'm gonna be fine here. He's gonna Knight on top his Musk, and I'm gonna Expo his next Hog because there's no way we get back to another Tesla since we're like 3 cards off. But I think we should be good. He's gonna cycle back. So, Electro Spirit, he goes Fire Spirit into our log. Getting back to the Tesla versus Hog. Here, he might end up fireballing. But yeah, it's going to be dead. And 20 seconds left. There's no way he catch up in damage. Just have to not let any of his Hogs connect. But it's looking like he gave up. So yeah, I mean, we played this pretty well, I would say. You oftentimes have to go in with Xbows and triple elixir just to bait out their fireballs so they can't spell cycle you, but we were already up like a lot of damage, so we didn't need to. Okay, nice. So we're against Riley here, and I'm not gonna tie him because, I mean, first of all, I don't think this matchup is like, and it's pretty bad for me, I guess, because he has probably the guards and Tesla version. But I want to play him because if I win, it's gonna be enough trophies to put me on top 10. And a lot of times on top ladder, you'll face players that are like 100 trophies below you. And if you lose, it's like minus 40. But in this case, if I win, it's going to be like plus 31 or something. And if I lose, it's only minus 30. So I think, yeah, it's definitely going to put me top 10 if I win. Should be just enough trophies. But normally I would just tie him on ladder. So let's go Xbow. He's probably going to, okay, I thought he was going to rocket it, but pretty nice Valkyrie Inferno Tower there. Since I didn't really have anything else to catch it with. And he might try to like Princess the bridge, since I don't like, well, he has an Inferno Tower up, and I'm not going to try to predict it or anything, since I don't want my archers just to die to his Inferno. So I'm going to go with Split Archer in the back now, see what he does. Electro Spirit, and then Princess in back. Yeah, I'm going to go Fireball on that. Also, I know a lot of you guys know Riley has a YouTube, so yeah, be sure to sub to him if you're not already. But I think his channel's been blowing up lately, so I think everyone knows who he is. So I'm just gonna log his barrel. Playing things a little slowly here in a single. I just want to keep playing stuff in the middle, so we can't Princess at the bridge and get extra damage, since you really don't want to fall behind in single. I don't know if he's gonna try to Princess to clip my one archer, but looks like he's not. He's like a pretty annoying play they can do. I don't think I can hit that with my fireball, so I'm just gonna Xbow off on the right here. So he's gonna have to Inferno Tower it or something. Like, I'm gonna try to protect here, but I don't think we're gonna be able to, since he has a Princess up. And just gonna log. Yeah, I'm not gonna defend my Xbow more, because I need to get my Tesla down for his Princess. And it still does end up getting one hit on tower, which is definitely not what we wanted. Let's go log in his barrel. He might try to predict my Xbow with the Inferno Tower. Not too sure. Princess in back. I'm gonna fireball that since he's gonna put us in the, well, yeah, in the damage lead, but he's gonna log anyways. I don't really care if I go same lane or opposite in this matchup, but I guess I would rather go opposite, so we can't like log my Xbow in the tower. Let's just keep going on the right side. Oh no, that was actually a good Inferno. I didn't get my Skelly sound fast enough, which is kind of bad. And I don't know if he's gonna Princess or not, but I'm gonna Tesla anyways. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a good play anyway since I had a knight on the map. But I feel like it's decent in this matchup, just to spam Teslas at the bridge whenever you can. So let's go ahead and fireball. It's giving me a lot of value with that Princess in the back. It's pretty much like the only way we get damage, but I'm fine with it. And it's gonna keep log cycling, but there's not too much we can do about it except to try to keep up with the fireballs. So he's gonna Princess right now. I think I have to, yeah, I'm gonna fireball the Princess, and he's gonna put us up in damage on the left side anyways. So we can just start to switch lanes now. And I really want to try to get as much damage as I can by triple, because he can like Inferno Tower in the middle and then just rocket our tower, and it's still really hard to defend since the Inferno just has like so much HP. So I'm gonna archers the middle, I think, because I don't want him to be able to Princess at the bridge, since if he did that at this late in the match, we'd probably just like lose off of it. So I'm gonna fireball the right side this time. It's gonna put us up in damage over there, so I'm gonna go Xbow and just try to bait out his rocket, since we are entering triple now. And as I said, don't want him to be able to Inferno in the middle and then get the rocket down. It's never a good thing. So he's gonna Princess, I'm gonna fireball once again on the left side. He's doing a good job of defending our Xbows, but we still keep getting fireball damage on his Princesses, which I guess is the main way you get damage in this matchup anyways. He's gonna log the barrel and then go in immediately on the right side, and go archers in the middle to snipe his Valk, but place them far enough so that he can't rocket everything right away. He's gonna fireball his Inferno Tower on the left side, and then he's gonna go in with another Xbow. And okay, so his guards actually got down late, so I think that should be a good game, since he doesn't have like anything else to do with our Xbow. So yeah, pretty big mistake there on the guards. I think they were placed like too far down, so that my Xbow like was not in range or something. So we should have placed them a little bit higher. And yep, there's the rocket throwing in the towel there. So yeah, that should put us at 8,000 trophies. Good game to Riley. Definitely go subscribe to him, as I said. Really good log bait content. Alright guys, so we're in a game against Katori here, or better known as Nate. Of course, he's going to be playing the classic Miner Rocket deck that he usually runs. And I'm not sure what the matchup is against Xbow. I think Nate said that he thought he mastered the matchup pretty well. Like, he beats Betfist most of the time, I think. So this might end up being difficult. But I think if I play it, like, really good, then I can still win. If I, like, there's a specific strategy. You have to, like, save your Ice Spirit and your Knight for their miners all the time. And, like, you can win that way. But it's also kind of difficult because they can, like, pressure you with Dark Prince and stuff. But you can't really use your Knight on it, or else they're going to get guaranteed damage from their miner. And I think you also need a Fireball Cycle a decent amount, since they're always going to have Rocket for your Xbow. Since like, I think their cycle is pretty much the same. Like, they can get back to Rocket every time. So I guess I'll go in just because I don't really want to cycle anything else. But if I want Knight in the back, you'll get some free miner damage. And I'm just going to go split my archers on defense for his Dark Prince. And then he goes miner, I'll just like Knight Ice Spirit or something like that. So let's see, I don't know if I want to go like same lane or opposite. I'm not sure what's better in this matchup, but I feel like just going opposite lane is usually a decent play when you're using Xbow. There's only a few matchups where you really want to go same lane. So let's go Ice Spirit Knight on his miner, not taking any damage, which is what we wanted. I could have maybe activated my king off that Electro Spirit, but he does a good job of like pressuring at the right time, so that you have to, it makes it hard to activate your king tower. So we're probably just gonna rocket this next Xbow. Not really too much we can do about that. Just gotta get ready for the next miner here. Just gonna log his Dark Prince. Don't want to have to use my Ice Spirit once again. Always want to be saving that for the miner. So yeah, let's go Ice Spirit and then Knight. He will get some E-Spirit damage, which is unfortunate. He's doing a good job at like keeping up in the damage, so I'm just gonna go Fireball, try to catch up. Then Xbow opposite, just he's gonna bait out his rocket, so it's really a safe play to do anytime, even though we're not gonna get damage out of it. Oh, we actually somehow did get one Xbow tick actually, which is pretty cool. So let's just go Knight on his miner. He is switching up the placements a decent amount, so like if I don't catch it with my Ice Spirit, there's a chance the miner gets a hit before the Ice Spirit like attacks it and freezes it. So let's just go archers on the Dark Prince, and then he's trying to outcycle me, but we do get our Ice Spirit back down in time. I have to be careful about that though. If he outcycles my Ice Spirit, and then he might get some minor damage. That would be really bad. So we are still a few hundred in the lead. He's gonna Xbow opposite lane to get his rocket out of hand, just to stall a bit. And then I'm gonna go archers. Actually, I'm gonna Ice Spirit Knight his miner. Okay, nice, we don't take any damage. Let's go with a log. And do I need to archers this? I'm kind of scared of that Dark Prince like splashing my Knight in the tower. That might have not been needed, but just wanted to play it safe. So he might Inferno Tower with Xbow, so I'm gonna try to protect it. Let's go with a Knight, and then a log right here. He's gonna miner, we catch up with our skellies. Alright, this is a pretty good situation, like I think, since he definitely not gonna rocket this half HP Xbow. Probably don't get any damage though. Dark Prince is gonna target my Xbow. So yeah, that could have been a bit better for us, seeing as we did like catch his Inferno Tower. And yeah, he's gonna reset here with the rocket on the Xbow. So pretty much evening out the damage after this log gets down. Catching his miner in the front, nice. Alright, I think we have to try to get an Xbow log, since he's gonna be able to out damage us with a rocket log. We just only have Fireball log. So I think we have to try to go for maybe an offensive Xbow or two. Try to get some last second damage. Alright, I'm gonna go Xbow on the right side, just to bait out his rocket, unless he decides to defend without rocket. Oh, it actually could be really good for us. I'm gonna Knight in front, He's definitely not going to rock the Xbow at this point, so gonna hard defend on the Tesla on offense as well. And oh wow, his Dark Prince gets down late. I think we won the game off of that. Yeah, okay, I kind of feel bad since he kind of choked there at the end. Probably we would have lost if he just gotten like one more rocket down at the very end and just like placed a Dark Prince to tank for the Xbow. But yeah, GG's to Nate. So Ghost in the back, looking like that Mega Knight Realm Matter deck that I faced quite a lot of times today. And wait, what? Battle Ram? Are we actually facing a Pekka Bridge Spam? The one time we need a good matchup, we're actually getting it. So yeah, if I play this like normally, I should be able to win. But he's probably a good Pekka player if he's this high up. And I'm only going in now because he uses Zap, which is kind of the only way you want to go offensive in single is if you get them without their Zap and Cycle. I don't know if he's going to allow us to get our Xbow lock here, because he managed to defend it quite well. And hopefully that Ewiz only gets 2 hits. If that gets 3, it'd be really bad. Alright, so not the end of the world. I mean, I would prefer not to take like that much damage as early on, but I still think we can come back. Probably go opposite lane. It's better in this matchup. And like most backup players, they'll just like Magic Archer every single time you play your knight. So I'm gonna Xbow. Oh shoot, I misplaced my Xbow. Wait, he misplaced the Magic Archer as well though. So we kind of both made a mistake there. And he's gonna pack a red on top. I don't think we'll be able to get our Xbow to connect because he'll just zap. And because we misplaced our Xbow, there's really no point in over defending this Pekka. So none of us really get any damage out of that. I'll stick on my E-Spirit Bridge. And then just Knight for his Bandit. So going into double elixir now. We'll probably need to find a way to get a lock just because kind of down a lot of damage. At least we are going opposite lane. And I can just Tesla against whatever he places because it'll pull his Ghost and then also help with like DPSing his Battle Ram. I think what Ewiz is just log that. Maybe I could have fireballed, but I think this is so good. Archers now, hopefully. Yeah, we do end up catching the Bandit. It doesn't even dash on the Archer, so get our Xbow to connect. And he's gonna just go Ghost on top, but we're already in the damage lead just because of that one really good Xbow. And just going in aggressive, I feel like we might be up some elixir. If not, like we have a Knight down, so it'll help tank versus Pekka. There's log skeletons. He might zap this. So yeah, there's no way our Xbow is gonna get a lock. He's kind of overspending, so we might be able to go in again. He's gonna actually. That was a smart battle ram, because I was gonna go Xbow, but I ended up playing my Tesla on defense. And he's gonna Ghost. We'll play Archer same lane. I don't really want Archer like split them because he'll just place his Magic Archer and get like 3 shots on one Archer. Kind of a dumb interaction, but what a lot of Pekka players will do. So we'll just Tesla so we can snipe. And if we Bandits, and we do have our skeletons ready. Actually, maybe that fireball probably wasn't needed. We're actually up like 500 damage here, so we're looking quite solid. Stick on my Knight, same lane as Ghost. That was a horrible Magic Archer though. Stick on my log just so we can finish that off since our Tesla was not able to. Archers aside here. We do catch Bandit with their skeletons. That was not really good zap, and we're probably up elixir after he wasted that too. Does have enough to play Pekka, but we're able to get our Xbow to actually never mind. He has enough in hand, I feel like, so we're not gonna overcommit on offense now. So we're going in triple now. Just have to make sure not let his Magic Archers get that much damage. We'll Tesla down low for the battle ram. Knight goes on the left, so we don't have to worry about the Magic Archer. And he's gonna Pekka like that. I guess we'll just like set up for a defensive Xbow. And hopefully defend his last few pushes without letting anything connect. Fireball's Magic Archer, because we might as well. And I think let's bend the back. Might try to get back to a second Pekka to place him in his Bandit. Never mind, he's gonna like spam all his spells, try to break through by fireballing our Tesla, but it's not kind of working out. We'll put Knight up high. Don't really have anything in cycle for his Bandit, so log, Archers. Alright, yeah, so we do end up predicting his Magic Archer is gonna fireball everything. And 10 seconds left.
feel like you can't get back to him with the Magic Archer. Just gonna log E-Spirit, not place anything so he can get Magic Archer value whatsoever. Go with one last Fireball just to be safe. And yeah, like, Pekka can be kind of difficult if you're against a Pekka player who knows what they're doing, which this guy obviously has some idea of how to play the matchup, but you should be able to win it most of the time.
Okay, this guy runs a Golem, I'm pretty sure. So it's not going to be a good matchup to start off the video, but we're still going to try our best to win. Also, the clan I'm in, it's open right now. It's probably like full by the time you're seeing this, but like people will probably leave, so if you just want to like check in every once in a while, you might be able to get a spot in the clan. If you want to like watch me play end of the season. But yeah, let's just focus on the game. Golem Night Witch, I feel like it wasn't really smart for him to just Golem randomly in the middle like that, because then he won't have enough to lightning or anything or really support his Golem much at all. So we're just able to get a really nice defense here, not even take any damage. So I'm not sure how exactly I want to play this. I mean, I guess we probably Xbow now because he did just use his Golem. Actually, I'll go Knight for his cage and then maybe Xbow, because he still should be, I think, 1 card off or maybe 2 cards. But okay, that's a Skeleton Dragon is a 4 elixir card, so he doesn't have enough to play the Golem, even if it isn't cycle. So we'll try to protect here, but he does end up just placing a late lightning. I have to Knight. This is like something you want to do against Golem a lot. Like after they lightning your Xbow, you have to pressure them because you want to force out like a card they don't really want to play. So right here, he's forced to go Night Witch, and then because we played our Knight, it allowed us to cycle back to our Xbow. So I'm just gonna go in the middle, and he doesn't have enough for Golem after spending 4 elixir just to counter my Knight. So there's a late Goblin Cage. I think he's back to Skelly Drag, so I'm just gonna get my Fireball ready. Alright, nice. And we do not hit the Goblin Brawler, which is unfortunate. But I'm just gonna place my Skeleton E-Spirit so we can try to get our Xbow as much damage as possible. And I would have went Knight the bridge, but it is double now, so I feel like you would just wait until you had enough for Golem and then just played it. So it wouldn't have been that good. But since he was playing his Golem like pretty high, he won't have enough to lightning. He was like Night Witch as well and Baby Dragon. So I just spent 6, definitely cannot lightning. I have to log the Golem into the Tesla because somehow it like went out of range. And he's gonna pretty much barbaro nothing, so we'll go ahead and Knight. And alright, I'm just gonna play things slowly now. Since we do have a really good damage lead, we don't really need to go for any more offensive Xbows unless we have a really good opportunity. So let's just Knight up high. And I'm gonna Fireball log this Night Witch just because the bats are kind of annoying. And he can Skelly Drags, we can Archers down low. Baby Dragon is actually locked in our tower here, but it's not going to get too much damage. So I think we'll go in now. He might be able to get his Golem down, but I'm not 100% sure. So just going to wait and see. Okay, it's probably going to lightning. Yeah, that's fine because we shouldn't be up any elixir here. So we're going to go E-Spirit like this. Skeleton is his Brawler. And he's going to go now with the back. Let's go Archer same lane. And I think I'm going to Xbow because we can try to log his Golem out of range if he plays it. Yeah, like not in the middle, so probably won't expect this. Do get our X1 tower. I'm trying to Fireball with Skelly Drags. We actually could lose here if we don't get enough damage. That puts it into like log range. But 40 HP. Actually, that could have got really sketchy because we did not have enough elixir to play our Fireball. But yeah, it's gonna be a GG for the first game of the video. Do end up beating a hard counter. But yeah, we're gonna try to see how high up we can push today. I'm hoping to get to like maybe 7,400 trophies. We'll have to see. Gonna be against some sort of like Golden Knight Bridge Spam deck the first game. I'm actually pretty sure this like is like a Goblin Drill deck that a lot of people have been using recently, and it's like a pretty bad matchup for Xbow. I know like SK was talking about this. You probably know SK. His handle is SK_555. So if you don't know him, he's a really good Xbow player. Good friend of mine in the CR community. But yeah, he was like talking about this matchup, and he was saying how on paper it seems like it's like pretty good for Xbow since they don't have a big spell. But in reality, the Golden Knight is just so oppressive to this deck that it makes it like impossible to break through. And the cannon card as well. Just like a pretty solid counter to the Xbow. So I'm gonna go Log Skellies. I don't think we can break through here. I'm gonna Archers as well though. just to kill his E-Wiz. We actually will get like a couple of ticks there. He has a snowball, but it will push my archers into the tower. So we're gonna get one hit out of that. So not the worst start here. Definitely have to try to get a lock somehow, since you can't really spell cycle too much in this type of matchup. So I don't know what his cycle is right now. Does he have Golden Knight? I don't think he does. I guess I'll go in on like the other side, just to like probably predict his candy cart, and then maybe we spent a lot on this Xbow. I can like cycle back to another one since it's almost double. So there's the Golden Knight. I think I'm gonna go Tesla because he's gonna use the ability anyways. So like shred through my skellies or anything I place. There's the E-Wiz. I think we can probably Xbow off of this because he shouldn't have his candy card to cycle, I don't think. So yeah, I think he has a bad hand now. He has to go Ghost, Magic Archer. That was like the only like thing he had in hand. I think he had like Barbaro, Drill, Magic Archer, Ghost there. So that was a pretty good offensive Xbow on our end. Catching him in a bad cycle. So there's the Golden Knight. I think he's going to spend something else in this Xbow, so I'm just going to go Ice Spirit to cycle back to another one. And just throw it on the left side. Okay, he just spent a lot of elixir there, so I think this is good for us. I'm going to go log on his E-Wiz. Oh yeah, he's really low on elixir now. He's going to cannon car for sure. I don't know if we can predict it, but... Okay, he's going to play on the other side, so we don't predict the cannon cart. Still going to be quite a lot of damage though, bringing his left tower down to 1300 HP. And yeah, this is probably a good game already, since we can just like defensive Xbow and defend, and probably just like log cycle him. Maybe go for an offensive Xbow, like if we need to. And I didn't go Knight on the drill there, since I need like the Golden Knight is gonna shred through my archers, and I would have had to like play them up high just to pull it away from my tower. So you have to be really careful, like when they have a Golden Knight, since if you play like one bad archer or something and it changed onto the tower, then it could just be GG like that. So it's gonna go offensive Xbow. Maybe try to get a good fireball off, since he like play cannon cart at the same time. So tornado's that back. Oh, it's on my Xbow, so yeah, it's not really gonna do too much for us. So almost in triple elixir now. I think we just have to like defend once we hit triple. And we go Tesla. I actually meant to play that like a little bit higher, but my finger kind of slipped there. Hopefully not take too many goblin hits. Okay, I don't think we took any there. So entering triple now, I'm gonna go defensive Xbow. It's gonna end up killing his cannon cart and just like blocking stuff at the bridge. He has to like play into my Xbow, so he doesn't have like a good way to kill it. So it kind of gets like infinite value. So I'm gonna go Knight up high. Wanna pull that Golden Knight. Okay, luckily it did not chain onto like my Tesla, my archers. That would have been really bad. So let's go in offensive now. Ooh, I don't know about that Magic Archer. It's gonna get shredded by my Xbow. I'm gonna fireball his candy card. Don't want it to walk up to my Xbow, so we get it to survive longer. So he does go Golden Knight in front. It's gonna defend against my archers, and we just have to like make sure not to let him get a good Magic Archer off. Okay, he's gonna tornado it back, but I think we're fine. He's gonna get killed by my archers. And then we have his tower down to 700. Just gonna fireball right now, and then try to defend his last drill. I can definitely cycle back to another log on it if I need to. No archers in back. I think we can log on defense and fireball tower. Okay, his Golden Knight did not dash. Yeah, that could have been a little sketchy there if it did dash on my tower. There's a lot of damage. Yeah, he's BMing. I'm gonna BM him too because he has like a really good matchup and he still lost.
Oh shoot, okay, we're against Burking. I think I'll Xbow first play because I know he has Giant Graveyard. I faced him last season and he used like Giant Graveyard with Bowler Night Witch, which is like an impossible matchup. Yeah, this is not going to be easy at all. He has the WoW. Not sure why. I mean, probably knows what I'm playing and knows he has like a 1000-0 matchup. But yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to win this with Ice Spirit at least. Even E Spirit, it's like an impossible matchup, but at least you have like an answer for the bats. I'm pretty sure he runs it with Night Witch Bowler unless he switch variants. Snowball will actually push my archers together, so Star Prince is gonna get in connections. A really like bad start to this game. And I guess we'll go in because like we probably have his giant outcycled by a card. Unless he got back to it somehow. Okay, he goes Skarmy. And in front of Jack. Okay, I'm gonna charge check my Xbow here with Tesla. I don't think he has like that much elixir in hand. So I'm gonna archers. He might go Dark Prince. Okay, they're actually really good archers. So we definitely need a connection here. He probably snowballs or arrows. Goes snowball. I'm gonna knight 0 actually. Wait, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything for this because he uses Skeleton Army and Dark Prince, which are like his only 2 ground cards. Wow, okay, so our knight is actually in the tower. He's gonna give us a laughing emote. Yeah, that's a super good knight. It might actually have won us the game because get his tower down really low. It's like 3 fireballs away. And this matchup, okay, he goes with the back same time. It's actually super convenient for us. I don't know if we'll be able to get a lock here because we'll probably just like snowball or something. Or, yeah, I guess arrows. And I guess we just go late log on the switch so it doesn't get too much skeleton damage. But yeah, this matchup, you kind of have to win it in single or double. Because if it goes on to triple elixir, there's really nothing you can do to defend their giant graveyard pushes. So it's pretty good that we got all this damage early on. And I don't know if he's going to go in on the left. Okay, so it goes Inferno Jag. I think I have to just Xbow so we can keep up pressure so we can go in for giant graveyard pushes. So he's going to giant the Xbow, which goes skeletons and Inferno Jag. And actually, he's going to graveyard anyways. So I have the Tesla to basically play everything that can help deal with all those skeletons. Yeah, I don't really need to worry about the giant on the other side. Still like 3 more fireballs, but wait, no, it might be 2 fireball, 2 log. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best because I don't think 1 more fireball log does enough damage. So I'm just gonna Tesla, ignore the Dark Prince. He's gonna go graveyard now. I have to log on defense for sure. Or else the skeletons would probably take my tower. Okay, yeah, I need to cycle 2 more fireballs. Let's go with the first one. I'm gonna Ice Sphere as well because it'll put it in log range if he ignores it. So it's forced to spend a skeleton army. Probably won't have enough to like graveyard immediately, hopefully. I just need to make sure I have 6 elixir in hand. Oh my gosh, that was kind of a sweaty game, but this guy always BMs me when he wins, so I'm really glad I was able to beat him for once. Bro, okay, this dude's gonna go Princess first play at the bridge. It's actually kind of annoying. Every log bait player does that, and it's just guaranteed damage. Can't really react with anything fast enough. So I don't know what variant of log bait this will be. Hopefully it's not candy card, but we might as well Expo since we do have a Tesla that's gonna help out. You can choose not to rocket. Okay, it's gonna be Rascals version. Let's go skeletons. Oh shoot. Wait, he placed the guards like right into that. I was gonna say like we can get our skeletons down for his Jack Goblin, but he'd give us so much log value there that we might have already won the game in the first minute. Just because it's kind of bad if you're down a lot of damage in this sort of matchup where it often comes down to spell cycling at the end. And also lets the archers connect, which is gonna put us about 1200 damage on the lead. I'm just gonna go Xbow at 0 because he doesn't have rascals in cycle. So might be out a rocket. He might be back to them now. But I think it's still fine if he has to overspend. Yeah, because we just go knight like this. It'll deal with the rascals. And then once we get back to another Expo, he's not going to really have any tank in hand. So it's going to force out a rocket for sure. So I think I faced this matchup earlier in the video. But you kind of want to play a lot of defensive Expos just so you can force out the rockets. Then get back to another defensive Expo where they start to play cards into it. And I assume he's just going to rocket our Expo here because shouldn't have Prince or Rascals. But I just going to Dark Goblin. It's actually kind of annoying that I placed my archers on the wrong side. We probably could have gotten a lock there. Double Elixir will end up saving us because we'll be able to afford Knight on top of his Dark Goblin and Prince. So you can set up with, actually I was going to defensive Expo, but we'll log his Goblin Drill first. And I'm going to E-Spirit because I don't want him to like be able to Princess the bridge or anything. So now on defensive Expo, even if he rockets it, I think the Princess should die. And he's going to choose to spam us with Rascals. Prince as well, so he's going to choose to take care of the Expo without using Rocket. Which is fine by me. We'll just Tesla to finish off his Princess here. And has to waste guards on the archers. Gonna defensive Expo, kind of expecting the Princess of the bridge. So he's gonna still rocket it, so I'm gonna have the archers to make sure his Princess doesn't get any unnecessary hits off on our tower. So going into overtime here, he's gonna Gumbo. I think we just have to keep playing things slowly, going in for another defensive Xbow. He might decide to rascals the bridge. He goes on the other side, so the skeletons for his prince. He's very up high for everything. And I'm playing my defensive Xbows one tile lower than usual because I don't want him to be able to snipe it with a Dark Goblin. Okay, how did that guard to get to tower? Okay, we're low-key choking this right now. Probably have to try to get an Xbow lock at this point, just because he's only a couple hundred damage down and does have rocket. So we're gonna have to try to get something going here in triple. So I guess we'll fireball his prince. I mean, it's not really a risky play. He's gonna Tesla off to the side. We'll log this rascal. You'll see Bethis do this a lot whenever they rascals like that. You just can log it and then can defend his combo without log. I could have fireballed it, but you could just place archers and any other card, and you can fully defend the barrel. Oh wow, our knight got one hit on his tower somehow, which is gonna be super helpful. I'll log his rascal again. Will get us some tower damage, and he's still to like deal with the defensive Expo. It's kind of annoying for him. We'll fireball his combo this time, and then just knight up high. And we still have our Expo up, so I'm just gonna go in now. I mean, we might as well, since I can log his rascals. And oh shoot, our skeletons don't get down for Star Goblin though. Don't really want to fireball that. Wouldn't allow our Expo to get any more damage. So he's gonna go for that first rocket now. I don't see how he defends this because he just spent 8 elixir at the same time that we Expo pretty much. And I'm just gonna go fireball on his rascals. We kind of need to get our Expo to lock here. I think one more rocket will out damage a fireball log. So this is gonna be kind of close. 10 seconds left. Does manage to get guards down in the middle. I'm just gonna fireball his tower now. And then log. I kind of need the tower damage. He goes Gomber on defense, and oh my gosh, the one skeleton. I think we would have lost that game if that one skeleton didn't get that last hit on tower. Yeah, 22 HP. That was insane.
And wow, that's actually really lucky that we're gonna be against Starlight, because I'm pretty sure he plays Splashyard with Tombstone, which should be a good matchup for Expo. I would kind of rather they have Bomb Tower than Tombstone, just because Tombstone gives them a faster cycle. So they can get back to poisons easier, and yeah, I mean, I'm just playing really aggressive because I know it's Graveyard. So you might as well just spam him with Expos in single, because it's kind of what you want to do. Maybe our Expo can kill his Tombstone, he won't get like Iceboots down or something. Okay, no, he does get a downtime. Baby Drag gets a few hits on the other side, but then my Expo should be able to even out the damage. Will actually put us in the lead by a tiny bit. And to be honest, I might just go Expo when I'm not full elixir, because I feel like he had to spend a decent amount there, and he's gonna have to poison this. So let's go Baby Drag Knight. Alright, let's just Fireball, because if I went Knight, I would have had to still go Archers on his Baby Dragon, which would make my cycle kind of bad. So let's just go East Spirit Pie for his Baby Drag. Actually, could have hit the Barbaro as well, I think. So he's gonna get like more damage on the right side, which is not really what you want in this matchup, because you kind of want to go opposite lane of the tower that has low HP, because you never want them to be able to poison your weak tower. So it's going to be difficult for us to continue playing in the right. But I'm still going to cycle my spells in that lane. But I'm still my Expo on the left just so we can ban out his poisons. He's going to go with Ice Wizard down low. I would have fireballed it if I had it in cycle, but we did not. And I don't know what he's going to do here. Just going to tornado that. We'll spell Archers the back. I kind of doubt he's going to go Graveyard. Even though Archers are like the best Graveyard counter, they can't really go that aggressive in single. So he's going to Baby Drag now. We'll go Knight in front, just so our Archer can kill his Baby Drag. And then pressuring in the opposite lane, just being bait out his poison. So just Psycho Tesla Pie. I don't really care about trying to get a lock on the other side. I just kind of want to make him waste elixir. So that he's been Tornado as well, which is probably not a good play. Just gonna continue playing aggressive here. I feel like we're up a little bit of elixir. He poisons out. We don't have to Tombstone with our log. My Ice Wizard. Okay, we get the lock on the other side because he probably didn't want to overcommit and just like recover the elixir. So let's take those Baby Drive the back. We can go the Knight same lane. He goes Graveyard on the Archers, then just Expo. But yeah, he's a good graveyard player. He knows not to really go offensive in single or double. So we're just gonna kind of play things a little bit passively here. And he actually cycles the knight, so I'm gonna Xbow. Then his log seems to run away. He's probably gonna ice boost on top, but maybe we can still get our Xbow to connect. Okay, never mind. He has tombstone down. Don't think it's worth fireballing it because I could have fireballed actually. Probably got a couple ticks. But I think it's better to save my elixir. We'll go ahead and pre-plant Tesla on defense. Cycles knight. Might go graveyard, so an Xbow. Just so we can kind of keep pressure so we can't go offensive. Gonna log the barb barrel. We do the ice whiz as well, which is actually kind of lucky. And I'm just gonna go Tesla so we can snipe that baby jag. We'll end up targeting our Expo though, which I think is fine. We're in a good spot now because we can keep going aggressive on the right since he has more damage on the left. Just get ice wizard down for our Expo and tombstone as well. She's doing a pretty good job making sure not to let our Expos connect. Do end up getting a couple ticks there. And entering triple now. This is where it can get a little bit dangerous. So I feel like we just want to keep going offensive now. Because even if he poisons my Expos at this point, like, he can't go for a graveyard. Because, yeah, wow, he's going to poison the archers anyways. Which I don't see how he defends our Expos now. Because he wastes his poison and we have 2 Expos on the map. So go knight and Tesla. No, actually, skeletons and Tesla. Make sure to catch his barbarels. And second Expo will connect on the other side. And I think that should be a good game. He's gonna go knight. I'm just gonna Expo on the left so we can't go in for a graveyard. Go knight for big drag. Yeah, Expo locks on. That's a good game for sure. So as you can see, you kind of just keep up pressure for most of the game. And he couldn't even graveyard the whole time. The one time he did graveyard, had to poison the archers, then didn't have anything for our 2 Expos. Alright, so we're going to be facing Smap here from this Japanese clan. So let's just go with Ice Spirit at bridge to start off, see what he's going to be playing here. Bats in the back, so hopefully not giant graveyard. Does have the zap though, which is like never used in giant. So it's probably something else. Golden Knight in back. Oh, he's going to have a giant. But I feel like this is more likely to be Sparky than graveyards because of the zap. Which I guess isn't like a horrible matchup, but since he does have a Golden Knight, which is typically like pretty annoying for Expo, I feel like this matchup is going to be harder than the typical just like giant Sparky bait decks. So hopefully the mini Pekka doesn't get a hit. Alright, perfect. So he did get some damage there. We might be able to Expo since I think we have his giant outcycled, but it could also be like dangerous because if he's like a good Sparky player, he's gonna go Sparky behind the crown tower and take the damage. So I feel like it's not always good to go in single versus Sparky. So I'm gonna archer the back, see what he does. Alright, I will go opposite now since he went Sparky in back. And he's probably like giant opposite to tank. Yeah, this is a pretty common play. But the good thing about this is that he can't really go all in on the left side. Whereas my Expo would like kill everything and then get a lock on tower. So he has to play stuff on the right just to defend the Expo. And as long as I get my knight down, I think we should be fine here. And my Expo is still gonna have some remaining HP. It does zap it, but will still put us at a pretty nice damage lead. And yeah, this matchup, it's usually defending for like most of double, elixir, and triple. Like, I feel like single is your main opportunity to get Expo lock. And oftentimes, like, if you go aggressive in single, they'll just like take a lot of damage. And then you could just defend the rest of the game. But we didn't end up getting like too much here. But I still think because we're up about 500, like, he doesn't have a big spell probably. I think just like arrows, maybe it doesn't have arrows, just like zap. Oh wait, what the? He just like mirrored his Sparky. This is gonna be kind of aids to deal with the level 16 Sparky. Might have to like try to fireball it twice if he continues to do that. So let's go Tesla off to the side. Yeah, this Golden Knight is gonna be really frustrating. Yeah, as you can see, he dashed on like everything. And his giant's gonna get some damage, but I think if we log, it should only get like 1 hit. Oh, so somehow our archers defended. You know, Ice Spirit, I didn't know if that Sparky was gonna get a hit at level 16, like splash onto my tower as well. But he like never wanna play it risky when they have the level 16 cards, because I don't really know those interactions. So Golden Knight, I'm gonna dash onto everything on the map. So I think as long as we have Skelly's next card, yeah, we should be fine. Because he's gonna zap them for sure, but then the archer's gonna tank a hit. And then the tower's so locked on the Sparky, we can knight up high for the mini Pekka. So yeah, actually a really solid defense. And just have to set up for the next Sparky push. We might be down some elixir unless he played that Sparky like before he hit 10, just to make us think he was up elixir. Which, believe it or not, is a pretty common play. So it's gonna like mirror giant at the bridge. I don't really think it's gonna do too much since we have 2 buildings up. But still have to watch out for the Golden Knight. Make sure it doesn't like dash on all of our buildings. And let his giant lock. So this should go to Ice Spirit to absorb the dash. We go to late log. Oh my gosh, so we're actually down so much elixir. So I don't know how we're gonna be able to defend this. But we're gonna try our best series. So I'm gonna go like the same play, like mirror giant. So I'm gonna archers first. Okay, it's not gonna mirror giant. Let's go fireball on defense since we can hit like everything. So I feel like it's decent value. And making sure the skeleton's like far away. Because I Golden Knight dash my archers, it would have chained the tower as well. And we would pretty much be dead. Let's go with the log. I want to make sure that Sparky doesn't hit my tower. And also gets a little bit of damage on the other Sparky. Put archers like this. I don't think he has a big spell to kill everything. So as long as we block the Golden Knight before it dashes, I think we're gonna be able to defend fine. And yeah, that actually ended up killing my archers. The Golden Knight is OP. Just a Tesla on defense. Sparky will not kill my Tesla, so I think we should be able to win this now. Although it's gonna be like a bit sketchy. Like I feel like if there was 10 more seconds, we would just like lose our tower. But we like spam stuff up high to make sure we don't take a Sparky hit. So yeah, this matchup is like really annoying, and if you make one mistake, you're just gonna lose. But like if you defend perfectly, then there's not like that much they can do. It's just mainly the Golden Knight you have to be careful about. So yeah, really solid win against this Sparky deck. Ooh, so looks like we're actually up against Welcome here. And I know this guy plays Lava Loon. I don't know exactly what variant, but he's definitely a good lava player, so it's not going to be easy. Even though we most likely have a good matchup here. At least if he doesn't run it with arrows, then it's good for us. Ooh, so guards. Usually a good sign, because they're often a replacement for barbs. And he's gonna fireball our Xbow. I don't really know about that. He should just tank that and want lava, but he's gonna probably commit elixir onto this knight anyways, which would be good for us. And yeah, I don't really agree with how this guy kind of started off the match here, because usually they want to get a lot of damage to single elixir, which he kind of just spent a lot defending our Xbows and still took a lot of damage. So if he goes balloon on this, I'll fireball Ice Spirit, and it should kill the balloon. Actually, I don't know. He plays a guard, so he probably can't protect it fully. Unless our Ice Spirit gets down, please. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's definitely going to be tower. Actually, not going to be tower down quite yet. I didn't think he would have enough to play minions or something. But I'm just going to go knight the bridge, just so we can force out his tombstone or something. Okay, he had to zap and then tombstone. This guy's playing it really weird, unless he didn't have his tombstone cycle or something, but if he did, then that was a questionable zap. But yeah, really good start to this game. And once you enter double elixir against Lava Hound, really any Lava Hound deck, it gets like a lot easier. They basically can only win in single. So, wait, did he just use his balloon or not? I kind of forget, but either way, I think we can just cycle back to another set of archers and be fine on his defense. If we had arrows, he definitely would have played them. So, Firebolt, I don't know what this guy's doing. He literally missed the Tesla and one of the archers. So, probably not going to hit both. This balloon, I'm just going to fireball that. Maybe our explosive damage. This cycle, get back to a tombstone. The Expo locks on tower now. We're down to 400 HP. And at this point, there's not a lot our opponent can do here. We just need to get one more fireball down, and I think we should be able to take tower. Okay, he actually has Ice Spirit, so we have to log as well in order to take his tower.
Good fireball hitting our Tesla. I see hit the Tesla this time, but yeah, I know this guy's a really good lava player, but he played this pretty badly, I would say. And yeah, it's killing tower down. It's a pretty easy match. Lava Hound's typically easy if they don't have arrows. Okay, so we found a game against Cowa Brass. So I'm just gonna go Archer the back first play, since I don't really mind doing that if I have Xbow as the next card in cycle. But if I didn't have Xbow, I would rather cycle one of my cheaper elixir cards before I know what they're using. So alright, we're gonna be against Giant Double Prince, I guess, with like arrows instead of Fireball. I've seen this variant like a little more often than the Fireball one. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's because of like the Royal Hogs deck isn't as popular after the EQ got nerfed, so people are using less Fireball. But I don't know if it's gonna be better for us or not when he hits arrows. And I think because he doesn't have Giant Cycle, we maybe can get some damage here. And yeah, I just want to go log like low so we can hit the miner too. And that was not very well executed on the opponent's end. Since actually a good log on our end, I would say. It's gonna get our Xbow a lot of damage. And did kind of fail the skellies. I was hoping that the tower would get in range and like start shooting it. So I'm gonna take one Mega Minion hit. But I still think it's fine since we got so much damage on his right tower. And yeah, this matchup, you pretty much have to win it in single, since if it's double elixir and you haven't gotten any damage, then you're probably gonna lose, since they can just out-chip you with miners and zaps and arrows. And there's not gonna be like that much you can do, since whenever you Expo, they have like either a Giant Cycle, or they just spam a bunch of tanks and a miner to kill your Expo, while like cycling back to Giant. So I don't know if he's gonna try to go in here or not. Okay, looks like he is. I don't really know why, since I already have a Tesla up that has some HP. But I will pick up another one since it's gonna get one shot by his Giant. And that miner is a bit annoying since it's surviving at 1 HP, getting like 500 damage. So let's go Expo once again in the middle. Yeah, so it's not really gonna work out. Sometimes like if they play their Prince on low elixir, it's gonna like jump over the river to go to your Expo and make it retarget onto the tower, but he didn't have enough to play Ewis there. So we probably should have gone Expo in the normal position. Let's go Ice Bird up high. Maybe the Dark Prince will go in front. Okay, this is not. I'm gonna try to Skellies in the back. I don't really want him to hit them with my arrows. And he's gonna zap them as well. See, it's kind of what I was saying. Like, you can't really prevent their miner from getting a ton of damage. So even though we got off to a really early damage lead, he's still beginning to catch up. So I think at this point we have to go defensive Expo. Just because it's gonna get a lot of value. He doesn't have a big spell to kill it. And then we can maybe go offensive Expo off of it. Since I feel like if it's just like a spell cycle game, we won't be able to win. Since he goes like miner and zap my Skellies. And if I don't have my Knight for it, then there's no way I can prevent the damage. So let's go Expo in the middle right now. Since we already have a defensive Expo up with a little bit of HP to help out against his push. And yeah, looks like it's not really gonna go anywhere. Let's take our log just to try to get ourselves in the damage lead again. Do end up catching his miner, he's probably gonna zap this, but I think if the tower locks in the E-Wiz, we should be okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to spend anything else. The Knight survives at 1 HP. So I'm pretty sure he's back to Giant. Maybe not the best Expo timing. So it's like a log, so I want to try to get as much damage as possible by the time triple elixir hits, because I think in triple, like, we can't go over any more offensive Expos really. Kind of just have to defend at this point and try to out damage him with Fireball Log. So let's go defensive Expo right now, try to set up for this last Giant push. But it looks like he's going to spam to the bridge. I kind of have to save my Knight for his miner, or else we'll just zap and get too much damage. And I need to stay up in the damage lead. I'm just going to lose. I think the Mega Mini goes for my Expo, so we don't need to play anything else. I'm going to Fireball on his Prince, and then just Tesla up high for his next Giant. And okay, my Archer is actually locked on the E-Wiz, which is really good since I can, well, I was going to say finish it off with a log, but it's getting drop glitch there. So it wouldn't place. So I have to go Tesla on this miner kind of awkwardly. Because I didn't have
have my knight in hand, and I need to prevent all the minor damage. So I think, yeah, we have Fireball Log, and he only has like Arrow Zap, so we should be able to win as long as like he doesn't get too much damage from the minor. So let's go with Fireball, and I don't think he has anything else, so yeah, it's gonna be GG. A really difficult matchup, but as you can see, if you get like a ton of damage in a single elixir, there's still like hope that you can win. So yeah, GG to this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's using RG. We're in some like Twitter chats and stuff, and I know he said he was like testing out Royal Giant, but I'm not sure if he's playing Lightning or Fireball version. Since if it's Fireball, I should have a pretty good matchup, but if he has Lightning, it's gonna be a lot more difficult, since it just gets him a lot more damage, and of course, there's more damage than Fireball Logs, so in the spell cycle, we might be able to like fall behind. So he's gonna protect his queen. I think I'm just gonna Skellies, then wait for him to use the ability, and then I can go with Log. And it's really nice that we're getting off to like an early damage lead. Even if it's not by much, like you really want to get as much chip damage as you can in single with like your Ice Spirits, your Logs, like your Archers. So yeah, see what he's gonna do. The cycle's a Ghost in the back. So I'm gonna Knight same lane as that. That Fisherman actually like almost died to those two Archers. So yeah, typically this matchup is basically spell cycle for like 5 minutes. If both players play perfectly, then I shouldn't let him get any RG hits, and he shouldn't let me get an Xbow lock. So at that point, it's just gonna be up to whoever spell cycles the fastest. So I'm just gonna go Archers like this. And I don't really know why he's going in with Royal Giant, since you never really want to go in single. Maybe he thought he had my Tesla cycled, but we're still able to get back to another one fairly quickly. And we'll get some log chip on the Archers. I think it's better if we go opposite lane, since if he RGs the back, I want to be able to defensive Xbow on the other side where my strong tower is. So entering double now, he's probably going to start to build up pushes in the back, try to like get an RG connection. But like I've played this matchup so many times that there's pretty much no way he's going to get an RG hit. I just have to make sure to keep up in the spell damage. So let's see, I'm sick of my log. We'll fireball that. I think it's decent value. We might have missed the Fisherman. Okay, never mind, we hit the Fisherman. But yeah, basically want to fireball his queens most of the time. And in my opinion, if you're the RG player, you should be fireball cycling quite a bit in this matchup, since it's your main way to get damage. Especially if the Xbow player like pre-places the Tesla, and it's a good opportunity to fireball. Then they can't go like Xbow at the river and then predict the RG with Tesla. And yeah, he's fireball cycling, so I pretty much want to mirror that play whenever he does it. And I'm not going to go opposite lane, since we already have like, he actually tried to predict my Xbow though with his queen. So I guess it's good that we didn't go opposite. But yeah, I'm going to log that away. Don't really care if he gets one hit on tower, since we have more HP over there anyways. But yeah, I didn't want to go opposite lane, since his tower is full HP. And at this point, we've pretty much established that we're going to be going for the right side. There's no way we get more damage on the left side. There's no way we get more damage on the right tower at this point. So let's see, he's gonna cycle queen and back. Not gonna fireball, since I think we just go like another defensive Xbow maybe, and then it'll take care of it. Tesla stays alive. Alright, so this is where things get a little bit tricky, like when we go into triple elixir. You need to be able to get a bunch of RGs down. But okay, that was not a good Fisherman, since that's gonna give me a free fireball. And I can also hit the RG with the fireball to damage it down. So that was a really good value. So my log on this side. Oh, he went RG. That's actually probably a good RG. I'm not going to Tesla on top because he's probably going to pre-fireball it or something. Alright, perfect. Rest in peace to skeletons, but we still got our Tesla down. So he's not going to get any RG damage. Oh yeah, he let my Archers connect. That's a good game. Yeah, I've done this defense too many times, like the RG defense in triple, that there's no way I'm going to like, not to be like cocky, but there's no way I'm going to fail the defense, since RG's been like literally in the meta for so long, and I just had to like practice this defense so many times. So he's going to go with Fisherman. I guess I'll probably fireball the left side. Yeah, especially because he played his Ghost, it's going to be a ton of value. I'll just go with the second Tesla in the middle, and Ice Spirit just to make sure nothing connects. He's going to RG once again. We're not back to Tesla yet, but I think we can like cycle back pretty fast. Yeah, we should be able to get it down, so we're going to go Tesla. And 18 seconds left. Yeah, this should be a good game. The Fisherman glitch, I think that like, made it stop in place. So just go Fireball, and you probably an RG to try to get a hit, but it's not going to matter, since we just go like another Tesla. And he has this like pretty good matchup for me. When he doesn't have lightning, I just need to make sure not to let any RG connect, and like I should be fine as long as I keep up in the spell damage. But also Boss, good friend of mine. Go subscribe to him on YouTube if you're not already. Okay, so we're against Light now, and I know this guy runs. It's like Lumberjack Balloon freeze. He's definitely the best balloon player, or like this variant of balloon player in the game. I don't know why he's like not playing anything. Okay, just gonna fireball, get my Xbow a tiny bit damage. Like I feel like if they split archers, you're not really supposed to just wait. But he probably like knows what he's doing because the best with this deck. And for some reason ends up letting the E-Spear connect, and my archer's gonna get like 3 hits on his towers, so maybe he lagged out. Okay, no, he's gonna bowler the back. So kind of an odd like start for him, I guess. Like I don't really know what he was doing there, but I'll take it. So I think this matchup is a lot easier with Ice Spirit, but it's still probably in my favor a little bit. And Tesla's gonna end up sniping his bowler, getting skeletons with a log too, just so we can protect it and it can kill the Inferno Drag. So it's gonna be good defense. He's gonna balloon. I don't think that was a good balloon. Low key, I feel like the owner's account's like being pushed and he accidentally logged into a game or something. Okay, I'm just kidding. Don't. No offense to Light here, but he hasn't like played it the best. I feel like kind of made some weird plays. But yeah, we're entering double elixir now. So we can probably try to activate our king tower, just like set up a defensive Xbow. 1 tile above the king. But I kind of want him to cycle bowler before I do that. So like the Xbow can get like some value. If he like doesn't go balloon. Oh shoot, I missed my skellies. I meant first Inferno Drag to die there, but I think this is fine. We can maybe activate our king. Oh shoot, I actually failed that, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna go skeleton, try to protect the archers. He's gonna go balloon opposite lane, but I think we can just Xbow and pull it like over to the Tesla here. Alright, so I think that's gonna be good. And I could just, okay, I need archers actually because E-Spirit like wouldn't really do anything there. And he goes like a Lumberjack. I'm just gonna pre-plant my Tesla like this because I can just like go to another Xbow. He balloons like that. He might actually try to freeze it while it's underground. Oh shoot, that was actually really close. Wait, does that get a hit? No, it doesn't. Okay. It actually can be a smart play if they freeze the Tesla when it's underground. You kind of gotta watch out for that. But I'm gonna go with same lane because I don't believe he has a bowler back in hand. Alright, Lumberjack. Oh wow. Somehow my Xbow locked on there, so I'm just gonna go fireball everything. Do it the Inferno Drag as well, which is really good. So I'm gonna log his bowler, and then we're already back to another Tesla for his balloon. And then I can just fireball if he freezes, so I think we should be okay. Just gonna fireball that into the other tower. Okay, that's, I think they can set damage, but still we'll get his tower down to like under 1000 HP, so we should be able to win. And going into triple now, I'm just gonna set my Xbow up like this. It's just to kind of prevent from going in on the other side, or else I can activate my king pretty easily. So I think he knows that's why he's not going with the balloon yet. Okay, now he is, so I'm just gonna test like this and just let it go because he's gonna go to my king tower anyways. Alright, perfect. As you can see, the Xbow placement 1 tile above king. It's really good interactions to know against balloon decks. Okay, I need to just set up for this last defense and not choke. He's gonna balloon. We have like 4 archers down, so I feel like there's no way he stops us. He's gonna NATO, it's gonna log the bowler. So 30 seconds left. He's probably gonna go in like one more time. So we're gonna go pre-plant archers, and then Inferno Drag gets locked on by the Tesla. And I'm already back to another one, so actually I'm just gonna Xbow offensively just so he has to spend a bowler on it or something. But Knight's gonna end up taking tower, so yeah, GG against Light. Oh no, okay, it's Zaf. I'm gonna give him the good game because I kind of want him to tie me, but like he never does. I'm like kind of friends with this guy. We're in like some Twitter chats, and I think he has like a pretty good matchup just because he has recruits, Royal Hogs, arrows, which even like they don't have arrows, it's still not the best matchup, but he uses arrows to make it a lot worse, and he's not gonna end up tying me, so I don't really expect to win, but we're gonna try our best. And kind of split things slow here. You don't really want to Xbow offensive too much in this matchup, unless you are pretty sure you can get a lock, like if they don't have their recruiting cycle. So he goes Fly Machine. It's gonna be a free fireball for us. I'm gonna take it. And he can't really recruit. He has to deal with the Knight still. Might just go Goblin Cage. Or yeah. So basically this matchup just has to play defense the entire time and try to win off of logs and then get fireballs on tower whenever you can. But if they're good, they won't let you do that. So I don't really think those are the best recruits. We also got his D-Spirit with a log, which is pretty nice. So yeah, there's no way that gets a tower. And he can't really go in Royal Hogs because our Tesla is gonna have some HP. And he's supposed to deal with the archer on the right hand side here, so let's see what he does for it. Actually lets it connect, so gonna be off to a pretty good start. He does the way zappies on that E-Spirit, which is good for us, I think. So he is powered down to 3,500. Okay, he's gonna split Hogs, annoying. I'm just gonna go Tesla Pie. I don't really want to take any damage. And he does go arrows. The E-Spirit, I don't really want that to get a ton of damage. Oh my god. I guess I'll log. I mean, that Zappy would have got like 2 or 3 extra hits. And I don't think we can come back now, just because like it's really bad if you're down damage. This matchup, he has arrows and fireball. Might even have Barbaro too, I'm not sure. And he's gonna fireball the archers, so I feel like I almost have to get a lock, because it's really hard to spell cycle them like with fireballs, because they have so much fireball base. So it's gonna go in, even though he does have his recruiting cycle. I kind of have to. So let's see what he does. Good Fly Machine, fireball everything. Try to get my Xbow to tower here. E-Spirit does kill the Zappy. Arrows, we get a couple ticks on towers, so we are kind of back in this, since he's only going to be up a tiny bit of damage after that. So I'm just going to pre-plan Tesla. If he goes to Goblin Cage, I'm just going to defensive Xbow that. I think it's kind of what you're supposed to do. The Fly Machines, I can fireball. Most likely going to see recruits come out at the bridge though, if I had to guess. So I'm going to log on the left. You kind of smart, played 4 on that lane, so I can't get log value onto the tower. So just fireballs recruits. Hit the brawler as well, and I think I'll just offensive Expo now, because we... Oh my god, those are super bad arrows, because he does not have that much elixir in hand. I think we might be able to win it here. So he goes Zappies. Okay, I'm gonna archers. If he fireballs it, Expo's still gonna have like a decent amount of HP. So hopefully it kills the Zappy. Alright, E-Spirit does end up connecting, but we actually get a lock, and I'm gonna go Expo 0. I hope he plays something in the E-Spirit. Shoot. Yeah, he has enough recruits. I was hoping he'd have to waste like Fire Machine or something, like not want to take the damage. Just get the recruits down though. I think this is okay that we can fireball. Should keep my Tesla alive so that he can't go in for Royal Hogs. And how do we... I don't know how we got his tower down to 2,500, but I think we can actually win this now. So he's gonna go defensive Expo on his Goblin Cage, so we can finish that off. And then if he goes recruit to the bridge, I think we can defend. We have a decent amount of elixir. And I guess I'll just log on the right for the damage. He's gonna fireball, not hitting tower, so I'm kind of desperate to break through his Hogs. So let's go log. And I'm gonna Knight over here. Kind of assumed he would go Flying Machine. And I don't really need to defend the other side that much, so let's go archers. And alright, we just gotta defend like one more time. No need to go for any more offensive expos. So I'm gonna log on the right hand side. He's gonna fireball if he goes Flying Machine. But he's gonna actually go fireball on our Tesla, so archers. Fireballs for Hogs. We don't really need to fireball tower now because we're up a decent amount. So E-Spirit on those Zappies, gonna cycle back to another Tesla. And okay, I gotta watch out for the Flying Machine. Oh shoot, I gotta fireball this. Oh wow. Yeah, he went Royal Hogs right into that. That's gonna be a good game for sure. I mean, I hope like one of these days he'll just agree to time me, because even though I did win, it's like a pretty bad match for Xbow. I just don't think he played it the way he's really supposed to. But this is still like a really solid recruits player, so GG to Zap.
Gonna be against CMG Droxbuel. So E-Giant Archer Queen is a pretty free matchup. I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to queue against him, and looks like we did here. So he goes Dark Prince to back will Xbow because if 4 licks the card, he won't be able to afford Electro Giant. Does go for the Archer Queen. I probably should have expected it, but we'll fully shut down our Xbow, which is unfortunate. Don't know if he's going to try to E-Giant the back now, because we don't have our Xbow in rotation. But if he does, I'm probably just going to defend and not cycle to my Xbow, because you can actually lose this matchup sometimes if they E-Giant the back in single and somehow get a really good lighting off and then nail your archers in. But it seems like a Goblin Cage, so all archers in the same lane. And you kind of want to get a lot of your damage on in single just off of log cycling if you can't get an Expo lock. Because this matchup, like, in the end, it's mostly going to be spell cycling. Like, you can usually get a lock if they don't defend well, but a lot of the times you just get most of your damage off fireballs and logs, then they start chucking lightnings around triple. But you know, it's typically how it goes. You should be able to win it like every time if you don't make any major mistakes. So we Dark Prince, we'll just log, and try to split our skeletons here. Should take 2 hits from his Dark Prince, and not allow it to charge on our tower here. So it's kind of a good placement for your skeletons. And he goes with a kind of a good Goblin Cage. If they cycle their cage in single, and you can get good fireball value on it, like, I can't fireball the weak tower, so I'm not going to, but it's okay if you just fireball the Goblin Cage and then counter it with, like, 1 elixir. Just, like, with skeletons or something. So go ahead, fireball, just so we can hit his Archer Queen. It's always good to fireball it, even if you can't get tower damage, which can be really annoying to deal with. So go ahead, archers. I don't know why he's playing really aggressive this E-Giants. I'm gonna go through another test up high, because you never trust a 1 HP E-Giant on your tower. We'll go Expo now. He just uses Electro Giant, so we'll probably be forced to lightning this. And goes Archer Queen actually, so I'm gonna fireball log, assuming that the ability will come out, which it does. I'm just gonna go Dark Prince, have to go archers, try to DPS that down. We actually get kind of lucky and predict his bomber there, so don't get our Expo to lock. I'm gonna go in at 0 because I feel like he's not gonna have enough elixir to play Electro Giant. So he has to tank with the Goblin Cage. I'll fireball. He goes Archer Queen. But let's see here. Okay, he's not gonna do anything. Does manage to get an E-Giant down. I feel like that was a 0 elixir Electro Giant. And it might not even get to target our Expo. Hopefully the bomber dies. Alright, yeah, I get the lock. He's gonna tornado on nothing, so might have even given up here. Not too sure. Waste the Goblin Cage. Alright, looks like he's not giving up, so I don't really know what that NATO was. Let's go Fireball E-Spirit on his Archer Queen. Does that push into the opposite lane? Okay, it doesn't. I probably should have just logged there so we can end his suffering faster, but we're just gonna be able to pretty much spell cycle him at this point. Trying to set up for one last E-Giant push, but pretty much no way he breaks through. We can always cycle back to another Tesla. Kind of fails that Goblin Cage as well. So not really anything going too well for our opponent here. Going into triple elixir now. He literally got like no damage on either of our towers. Just maybe 1 tornado tick. But let's see, he might have even given up right now. Yep, looks like our opponent ended up giving up. I mean, I kind of feel bad for this guy because I sniped him, but you gotta do what you gotta do on the top of ladder. And he's actually a decent amount above us, so we're gonna get a lot of trophies from this.
And okay, he actually switched decks, so I'm not gonna go in until like I know what he's playing now. Might have switched from Balloon Freeze, so probably not gonna be as good of a match for us. Okay, let's go Skeletons. I don't really want that to get any damage on tower. I know he does play a lot of E-Giant and Mega Knight, so it might be one of those. We'll have to see. Okay, Barbaro. I guess we just go split Archer at the back. See what he's gonna do. Alright, Bandit. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be Mega Knight Rare Matter. Question is, will he be running Fireball or Lightning? because this is for sure gonna be Mega Knight. I know he plays it a lot as like one of his other decks besides Lumber Loon. So it goes Red Matter. We can just Tesla on that. Should be fine. And even if he did have a Lightning, it wouldn't be a very good play to do it that early in the match. This Archer Queen's gonna be kind of annoying to deal with if he uses the ability. So I'm just gonna go Skeletons. And we might have to log this. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go log. Bro, what? Okay, somehow I got a hit, which is actually kind of annoying. So we can't really go in yet. He's gonna Inferno at the back, so we can pre-plant. Tesla should be fine. I don't think he's even back to Rare Matter. So we can't just go like Rare Matter Lightning the bridge. Barb Barrels, go each bear on top. And our Tesla is gonna end up dying here, so we gotta be careful if he goes for Rare Matter at the bridge. I'm gonna Xbow. Okay, I was hoping he would like Rare Matter at the same time and we could just get like an easy pull. But it does go Mega Knight, so I'm gonna Skeletons the Bandit and then Archers down low. Go Knight to distract that, and I'm gonna Fireball. We can hit the Mega Knight and the Archer Queen. And yeah, it's gonna be solid defense. He might end up using the ability. I'm gonna go Tesla low. I think Lightning is like an E-Spirit log, so I don't think it should really matter. But he's gonna choose not to, so let's go Xbow off the lane. Yeah, if we're on Jack at the same time, probably can still get the Mega Knight down though, because it is, yeah, double elixir. Just go ahead and Knight Archers that. He might Fireball or Lightning. Okay, so this is gonna be Lightning. It's kind of what I was expecting. Although this is probably good for us because we can go in for another Xbow. And I don't think it's Mega Knight or Lightning in cycle. So we might have to Rare Matter. Alright, just go Knight. And he might end up getting his Mega Knight down. I think he's go Log. Archer Queen, I'm gonna go Fireball on that right away. Hopefully, get an Xbow lock. And we do. So we're gonna go Archer, predict his Bandit. Yeah, that was a really bad Bandit time in his end. It doesn't even dash on the one Archer, so we get a ton of damage off our Xbow here. So we can just go set up with another Tesla down low. I'm gonna Xbow. Maybe it wasn't the best Xbow because we'll just go Inferno Drag on it, but it's gonna end up dying to my Tesla anyway, so I think we should be fine. So, might Rare Matter on top. I'm just gonna go E-Spirit, check my Tesla a little longer, and go Archers down low. He can Tesla up high for his Archer Queen, and then just Fireball everything. Hopefully it survives, we can't go Rare Matter. Yeah, okay, so it's like some HP. Oh, this is gonna be tricky because he's gonna Mega Knight the bridge for sure, and we're kind of down a lot of elixir. And it's triple now, so we can start lightning my Teslas a lot. Just go Log, Skeletons, make sure everything dies, and then that was not really a good snowball. It's gonna like spam Archers apart, so we can go E-Spirit into Rare Matter. And I assume he's gonna go Mega Knight again, so I'm gonna set up a Tesla first up high. And I think we can Fireball because we can hit like the Rare Matter and the High Drag. Just go with the Knight low, and I'm gonna Skeleton with Barbaro so we can protect it. And he Lightning, we're already back to another Tesla. So I get to go Knight up high, far away from tower to pull his Bandit, and then Skeletons, Fireball, and I think we should be able to win this now. Let's go E-Spirit Log Archers, make sure nothing connects. He's gonna Lightning. And yeah, it's just like a Desperation Bandit at this point. Only 10 seconds left, just know he gets enough damage in tower. So that's gonna be 2 wins in a row against Anaban. I mean, this is probably still a matchup in our favor, but not like by a lot because he does have Mega Knight or Lightning. Definitely more difficult than Lumberjack Balloon, but I would say we played him pretty well. The really good Lava Hound player. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be not easy. Also, unfortunately, I done my Xbow cycle there. But yeah, I think this guy finished like number 4 or something with Lava Hound, so he's definitely a really good player. Alright, so it's gonna be arrows. I didn't know if he's gonna be like clone or not, cause okay, let's just okay, we catch his miner. It's kind of an obvious play, like they usually go miner on the Tesla, so it's good to try to predict it. And I think I can maybe Xbow here. Hopefully keep my Archers alive. Oh shoot, that was actually kind of bad timing on my Xbow, because the Skeleton Dragons are gonna end up killing my Archers. So we just go Skellies low for this, and I don't think he's gonna zap or anything. So I guess not the damage we kind of need there. And I think he's gonna go Lava on the back because we don't have our Xbow in hand. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Knight the River since we already got a lot of damage on the other side. So I'm just gonna go same lane, and I almost hope he ignores it just because it's gonna get like a lot of damage. And then hopefully we can still defend this without losing our tower. Although, okay, how do we do this? Can we get the Tesla lock on the balloon? Okay, we don't. Shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna like maybe activate my king here off my Xbow like this. And then I think we just have to like try to save it for fireball. I'm just gonna mine in the back. Alright, I think we can just fireball everything and then hopefully not take too much damage. Alright, yeah, that was a much cleaner defense than I thought. I kind of expected us to lose our tower there. To like the minor balloon lava push, but we do manage to survive. He's probably gonna go lava in front. Yeah, right, so I'm just gonna test. I don't think he has balloon back in cycle. Okay, he actually does. So I'm just gonna skellies and then oh, it actually locks on the balloon. Alright, I'm just gonna fireball everything. Make sure it all dies. We just go Knight up high after the Lava Hound. And once our king activated, I think we just still like save our tower. And yeah, not take too much damage. And that was kind of a bad zap on his end because I feel like he's low on elixir. So I'm just gonna go with an Xbow, and one archer is gonna survive. So he's gonna have to use barbs. We're gonna Tesla so we can snipe the Inferno Drag. And then he might go balloon. Okay, yeah. So don't really want to fireball because I don't think it would prevent the balloon from killing the Xbow. And Tesla's gonna live. I'm just gonna go skeletons and then go right in with another Xbow. And he's probably gonna go barbs again. Oh, we actually didn't have them in cycle. So okay, there they are. I'm just gonna go Tesla like at the river because he needs to go back to another Xbow off of it. But he's gonna kind of do the smart thing and just go balloon. So arrows not really gonna do a whole lot. I mean, our Xbow was dead anyway, so we're just gonna go again since he didn't have barbs or balloon cycle. And Xbow's gonna lock on. He doesn't get his miner down. He's gonna zap after this fireball. I don't think he has enough to play barbs. And Xbow's gonna lock on. That's gonna be a good game. We just beat like probably the best Lava Hound player in the game. And I don't think this matchup's too good for 3.0 Xbow either. Like when they have arrows.
So he sets up in the Goblin Cage. Usually means roll a giant or E-giant. I was kind of hoping it's E-giant, but with the Mega Minion, it's probably RG. Actually, it might be even Golem as well. But that does seem like a lot less in the meta ever since the Night Witch got nerfed. So with skeletons here, to cycle, kind of see if he's gonna do anything. Let's go ahead and split Arch at the back. Might bait a card out. Alright, I'm gonna Xbow because if it's a Golem, then he won't have enough to play it. It's a cycled Baby Drag. Okay, actually, it is gonna be Roll Giant. And since he has Baby Dragon and Mega Minion, as well as Barbaro, I think that's just gonna be the kind of the OG RG Lightning deck with Lumberjack. That's kind of what it's looking like. Okay, he's gonna Goblin Cage, which is fine. So I'm not like too sure about this matchup. It's probably not like that good for Xbow just because I think any RG deck that runs Lightning as well, like typically counters Xbow pretty well. But I guess we'll go in because like he doesn't have his Roll Giant cycle right away. So maybe we get some damage here. We'll Barbaro, and our Xbow's actually gonna lock for a couple hundred damage. And he's still gonna have to deal with my one archer as well, or it'll get a hit off on this tower. And like all damage in this matchup is pretty important, so yeah, he's gonna set up Goblin Cage not to take the one archer hit. So we're entering double now. He's probably just gonna keep doing the same thing, like stacking RG the back and trying to get like good lightings and everything. So it's really important that we can keep up in damage. I'm just gonna fireball cycle. I don't feel like it's super punishable. And like he just still put like a baby dragon into it, so we got some value. And I don't know why he's going like so aggressive with Roll Giant. And Archer's actually gonna survive, which is really good. But Tesla, just be safe. Make sure we don't take any RG hit. And see what he does here. Probably Goblin Cage. Alright, that's fine. He's gonna go ahead and split Archer to the back. I don't really know if I want to Xbow opposite lane if he does go giant in the back on the left. Since we already have so much damage, I'm just gonna pre-plant a Tesla. I think if he goes in here, it wouldn't be like that smart, but he's so light. Ooh, okay, the lightning cycles, which is actually kind of annoying because I can't really go in for an Xbow after lightning since he'll have enough for RG still. The only way that will work is if I like predict his lightning, which is like usually kind of risky since you just want to give him like a free opportunity to RG your Xbow. So he's gonna set up with a push in the back. I think what we do here is defensive Xbow because he can't hit tower, or at least like the left tower if he tries to lightning my defensive Xbow. And if you lightning my Tesla in the tower, then my Xbow will like stay alive and just get a lot of value. So I'm gonna log low just so we can keep our archers alive. Okay, never mind. E-Spirit ended up totally obliterating them. And we are down like quite a lot of elixir here, so this might be a little bit tricky to defend. But I think if we cycle 2 Teslas, we still should be fine. So I'm gonna go archers as well. And might fireball here if he like stacks a bunch of troops. So we'll have to see. Alright, so logs barbell. And there's lightning. I can Tesla down low since he just uses lightning. So I don't really need to place it like up high by the river. So let's go E-Spirit for his baby dragon, and I'm gonna defend the Xbow again. Same reason, so that he can't get any lightning value on the tower that he's going for. We actually do have a pretty nice damage lead, about 600. And I'm gonna fireball this because we hit the royal giant as well as the baby dragon. Ooh, we actually placed a lumberjack right into that as well, which will end up working out for us really well. Just gonna log. I don't really even think I need my Tesla, but I'm just gonna play it since he's gonna like spam a bunch of troops at the bridge anyways. And we'll go urgent now. So I think we should be fine here if I just place another Tesla up high. I'm gonna log the low so we can be safe. And just play all my second parties into it. Oh shoot, it's RG. We'll get a hit. It's not the best defense. I'm gonna fireball first just so I can cycle back to the other one faster. It takes like roughly 10-11 seconds to cycle back. Actually, I need to Tesla first. So you might like try lightning it. Alright, yeah, even if he lightnings, yeah, shouldn't do enough damage. So we do end up securing the win there. Again, I don't really know whose matchup that is, but it's probably not too good for Xbow, and I feel like a really good RG player, you probably should win that. Because I saw someone of my friends was facing him, and he goes E-Spirit. I think he's playing it with like Archer Queen Rocket, if I remember correctly. So I don't think this is actually going to be horrible for us, just because it doesn't really have a fast cycle. You go defensive Xbow, we just go ahead and fireball that. So I think if it is the Archer Queen Rocket version, which I believe it is, we kind of have to play a lot of defensive Xbows in this matchup because it's going to be kind of difficult for him to rocket all of them. And then he's going to have to play troops into our defensive Xbows. And I kind of doubt he's going to rocket our tower or anything because then we can outcycle on offense. Does not actually get the Valkyrie down fast enough, so our Xbows can target his Archer Queen, which is good. And he doesn't use the ability to cycle our log for some chip damage. And most Xbow players will just NATO the log cycle you the whole game. So yeah, he's going to activate King Tower. Obviously, it doesn't matter because he's playing Xbow. But later in the match, we definitely want to play our archers like in the corner so we can't tornado them for any chip damage. So I guess we can like go Xbow. I mean, we'll probably end up rocketing it or something. Okay, he's going to go Tesla actually. Does lock in our Xbow, but he's going to send off a rocket anyways. So probably had a bad cycle there, which is why he played the Tesla instead of a Valk or Skeletons or something to tank there. So it's good that we're going opposite lane, I think. We'll probably start log cycling on the right, if I had to guess, but maybe not. Because I think it's better for the Xbow player to go same lane so they can log your Xbows. And, I mean, I guess we'll fireball Archer Queen. He's gonna go Valk in front to the E-Spirit log. I think it should kill it. That's one other thing why E-Spirit is a little bit better than Ice Spirit in some situations, because fireball log E-Spirit will kill an Archer Queen, which is like everywhere right now. So he's gonna set up for a defensive Xbow. He's gonna do the same, kind of as expected. And Tesla's well to go E-Spirit so we can cycle to our log here. Kills Tesla, and maybe we can go Archer as well. Just gonna let this die now. I don't really think I need to Knight. He's gonna NATO, but his defensive actually pretty much gonna die after the Valk. So I guess this match is kind of boring. You kind of just spam defensive Xbows and eventually get down with the rocket cycle. So he's gonna go rocket now on that Xbow. I don't know if we cycle back to an Xbow on defense or offense, but I feel like, yeah, we can't really go in when he does that. So he's gonna take the fireball on his tower, and kind of play things slowly now. We'll cycle our knight back. Can't really punish us because I just use a defensive Xbow. Cycle's a weird Tesla at the bridge into my knight. And Earthquake the river. So we can go ahead and fireball that. He'll probably defensive Xbow, which is going to be kind of annoying because I'm not going to have a fireball on it. Hopefully that Earthquake doesn't get a hit. Wow, okay, it somehow does. Not the best spot right now. I have to ignore that E-Spirit. I don't want to have to feed my knight right into his Xbow. So let's go in defense now and try to bait out his rocket, just so he can't rocket cycle us easily. So yeah, there. It's a good play for him to rocket your defensive Xbows. Because we rocket tower, I can easily outcycle. And since we are entering triple now, I think this will be like my last defensive Xbow, like depending on what he does. Because he definitely can't rocket this. I'm gonna fireball his Valk so we can kill everything faster. And this is gonna be good if we can have a defensive Xbow up going into triple. Because it's gonna force him to rocket on offense and we can easily cycle back. Because he can't defend without rocket when we have two Xbows up, really. Although my second one's almost dead. Let's just fireball his Urge Queen. Okay, he actually rockets like a half HP Xbow, which is interesting. And I think I will go defensive Xbow one more time just because he uses rocket, so he can't rocket my tower right now, even though it is triple. So I'm gonna Valk, let's just go ahead and fireball that, because it's gonna die my Xbow anyways. There's no way he rockets my tower and still manages to defend since we already have an Xbow up. Let's go Knight Xbow now. Ooh, that was not a good offensive Xbow on his end. We can wait. Oh, I thought we could hit the queen, but we couldn't, which is a little bit unlucky. I don't think he can cycle 2 more rockets. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a little bit close. I'm just gonna go offensive Xbow, try to force him to put Elixir into that. I think I should have just tried to cycle 2 fireballs. I'm just praying here that he can't get back to another rocket. I think we should be able to win, because yeah, it takes exactly 4 seconds for rocket to get down. So I'm definitely glad I was able to beat this guy. I know he's a really good Icebow player. Did manage to make it actually pretty close. Alright, so we finally found the match, going for new personal best. And oh crap, this Optic guy, I think he runs Balloon Cycle with Ice Golem, Miner, Snowball. So this is, I would even say like a hard counter for him. And yeah, there's the Snowball Skeletons. I don't really know how to play this matchup that well, but I do know that with E-Spirit it's a lot worse. This is one of those matchups where Ice Spirit helped a lot against like stunning their balloons for longer. So let's just see what he does for this offensive Expo. Xeno Barbaro. Not the best skeletons on my end. I should have caught the Barb. But I don't think we need to Fireball or Tesla or anything on this balloon. And it shouldn't get death damage. Wait, does that get death damage? Oh my god. Alright, so not going to be the best start. He snowballs. We get 1 archer hit. And this is one of those matchups where there's not too many matchups with Expo where you want to go same lane, but in this one you actually do. You kind of, like, I mean, I wouldn't take my word for it because, like, I lose this matchup most of the time, but I'm pretty sure you want to cycle Teslas, like, same lane as them. And you only want to go Expo when you have, like, a Tesla up. So I'm just going to go Tesla high so we can snipe his Musketeer. I think it's worth it. I'm going to protect it so we can't balloon right away. And if he goes on the left, I could just, like, Fireball, and it would fully stop it. So he's going to balloon now. He's going to archers that, and... Wait, what? I don't know how we got an Expo lock there. I guess he's got the Miner on too late. So, they actually could have just won us the game because we're up about 900 damage. And it's only single elixir. So, just kind of flip things around there with that Expo lock. I mean, I think also have to log cycle quite a bit in this matchup because it's one of your only ways to get damage. It's hard to fireball cycle since you often need it on defense, or if they go like Musketeer. So he's gonna Ice Golem, might end up going Balloon. Okay, he doesn't. Goes Musketeer. I guess we'll archers so we can try to snipe that down. Then if he goes Barber like a log, he's gonna snowball. I'm just gonna log for the chip damage. And he goes Balloon now, such a Tesla. Skeleton is Musketeer. I'm gonna archers as well just to make sure his balloons to get to tower. And this should be good defense. That definitely does not get death damage. Alright, so he's gonna go in again. Luckily, he didn't outcycle or Tesla or anything. So I think we're fine. I'm gonna Fireball. Because, okay, he's actually getting a lot of damage from that miner there, which is really bad. So, I mean, I think we can hit the Xbow, to be honest, just because we have a Tesla up and we can maybe cycle back to Fireball. Okay, we don't get back to Fireball because he went Balloon pretty early, which was smart. So, definitely don't get an Xbow lock here. But, still up 700 damage. So, this is looking not too bad. Let's go Knight on his miner. He snowballs, so that miner just need a couple hits on tower. And I think we'd cycle another Tesla. If he goes Balloon on the left, I could just like pull it with an Xbow to the middle. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Kind of what the reason why it's okay to Tesla, because you can always hit Xbow to pull their balloons. So being a barber, I'll stick my logs for the tower damage. And I wanna save my E-Spirit kind of for if he goes miner. So gonna archers and kind of wait. Just gonna E-Spirit Knight his miner, so it shouldn't get any hits on tower. Even if he snowballs, my Knight is in a good spot. So, don't think that gets death damage, please. Okay, I should know by now, but I should go archers on his Musketeer, and I'm gonna log too, just to try to make sure it dies. He's gonna snowball my archers. So he goes Balloon opposite lane. I'm gonna go skeletons. Oh no, the miner actually connects. So that's going to kind of out the damage. We're up a tiny bit, so I'm just going to pre-plan Tesla like this. And might need to go for an offensive Xbow. Balloon gets hit on the other side. I don't think it matters because he has a lot of damage on both sides now. Let's go Knight on this miner. Going to go E-Spirit, and he's actually up damage now, so I got to get a Fireball down. Yeah, this is not looking great. He's going to keep going Snowball, so I have to kill his miners fast. And 20 seconds left. Please, I'm gonna win this so I get my personal best. Gonna go Fireball. And I just need to save my E-Spirit for his miner. We don't actually even have any cycle, which is kind of bad. So I'm gonna go Electro Spirit and Knight on top. And don't get death damage. Okay, that's definitely not death damage. I'm gonna go Fireball log. And yeah, there's no way he gets a miner on time. Wow, that was actually a super intense game. Yeah, okay, so we won by like 400 HP. This guy definitely had a hard counter against me. I still stand by that, even though I won this game. So we're going to be against Oliver here from Team Legacy. Hopefully I can get this last win and get a video for 8100 trophies. So he's going to go Ice Spirit and log. Alright, this is 2.6. I swear to God, like, this matchup is so annoying. Because they know what they're doing. It's like impossible to break through. So we'll just go in and see what he has. Okay, Valk. So maybe a Balloon or something. Alright, I'm gonna Fireball the Xe. And then just go E-Spirit like this. Hopefully get some damage. I'll get a few ticks on his tower, but nothing too crazy. Oh wait, no, he has Ice Spirit. I think this is the Viper deck. Hog Executioner Rocket. So this is like an interesting matchup because I feel like if they play really well, it's like hard for the Xbow player. But then again, we're not facing Viper, so he's probably not like a master at the deck. So I'm going Xbow same lane because I know he has a Rocket and he doesn't have his Ice Spirit Cycle to play in front of the Valk. So you do end up getting actually quite a bit of damage there, since he wasn't able to get anything down in front. So skeletons, and he's in a Hogs, I'm in Tesla, and E-Spirit for the bats. Okay, this actually is not exactly the Viper deck because he does not run it with bats, but something very similar. And I'm just gonna take the Ice Spirit damage because if we went archers, that'd put us down a lot of elixir. So we'll just like split arch the back when you hit 10, I guess. The good thing is like we don't really have to worry about being outcycled, since it's not like 2.6 where they have a faster cycle than you. I'm gonna Xbow just because I might get out his rocket. Oh, okay, that was actually, I'll give him credit for that Executioner. He lined up perfectly with our Knight. So we're not able to get a lock, but it's gonna be pretty easy defense archers to clean up his Hog and those bats.
So I'm not gonna Xbow because I feel like he would go Valk Xe again, and it wouldn't really work out for us. And also, like, I wanna like play opposite lane of him so that he can't like log my Xbow and the tower that he's going for. So I like never wanted me to put my Xbows on the right, simply so we can't get the log chip. So he's gonna rocket my Xbow, which is fine. A little E-Spirit up high for those bats. Keep my Tesla alive. He actually looks NATO. He can't really do anything. So I'm gonna keep logging on this side. It may seem weird that I'm logging the tower with more HP, but it's like really essential that you go opposite lane in this type of matchup. He's an Xe, so it's gonna be like a free fireball for us, so I'm just gonna take it. And we'll go knight like this, possibly bait out his tornado. And we have to try to get up in damage before triple, because they can rocket your tower and triple and still defend without rocket. So I'm gonna keep going archers like in the corner. I don't want them to be able to tornado or anything. Like one of my archers. He rockets now. I can't even Xbow because he has the Xe up. So it's a good rocket on his end. So I'm just gonna wait until I have enough. So go knight and watch Xbow immediately in front. And hopefully the Hog doesn't get a hit off. He doesn't. Archers in front to kill his Valk. And Executioner, it's gonna kill my Xbow, I think. The skeletons did nothing too. Yeah, this is looking really bad for us because he has the rocket, log, tornado. And we only have fireball log. So I have to keep up pressure. Like just so he can't rocket cycle me easily. So he's gonna Valk, I'm gonna knight in front. And set up with a Tesla pie. He's gonna do that. Archers down low. And cool skeletons. Cycle log on his Executioner. I think we have to go with another high Tesla here to finish off this Hog. And trying to take out cycle. I'm gonna go in. Just have to get out his rockets. We can't hit our tower. He has got the really aggressive Hog, so probably will not end up rocking. And then Tesla to pull the Hog like out of the Xbow sight range. Log the Xe into the other lane. So it walks away from our Xbow. He's gonna place Valk like this. I have to fireball tower now for the damage. Hopefully we get our Tesla down here. And pull it out of range of the Xbow's sight range again. We do get the lock. Rocket NATO would not put him in the damage lead, so we do end up walking away with a win. So super close there at the end. Even those last second Teslas, you want to place them like all the way in the corner so that the Xbow will reach target from the Hog onto the tower, which we were able to do there. So plus 30 trophies. So we found the next match here against Ken from, I think, a Japanese clan. Alright, this guy, I'm pretty sure he plays Pekka Rare Matter because, and I know because I was like one game away from getting top 10, I think like first day of the season. And I remember facing this guy, so I'm like 90% sure he has Pekka Rare Matter. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we kind of starting hitting him there, because he would have won Pekka if he had it for sure. So maybe we can get an Xbow connection off of this. And we actually do. He's gonna ban it so we can skeletons. Oh shoot, I'm actually gonna have to go archers late. Maybe I should just let that lock and then gone with like skeletons late, so that like his bandit wouldn't dash in tower, but kind of want my Xbow to get more damage. So not sure if that was like the good trade. I have to ignore that bar barrel, because if I go knight then I think I'd be down so much elixir. So I think it's fine to take that damage. Still gonna be in the lead. And he's gonna ram at her, so we can just pre-pull a Tesla for that. Kind of afraid he'll try to lightning. But yeah, it looks like it's not. I mean, it's kind of an aggressive play for single elixir. So I'm just gonna kind of wait here. Just gonna cycle E-Spirit at the bridge. See if he plays something into it. Alright, let's just spend an E-Wiz, so we just go ahead and knight that. And fortunately, like this Pekka deck does not run like magic archers, so we don't need to worry about that. So this is a Pekka, we get to go archer, and then I'm gonna try to protect here with skeletons. And then Electro Spirit last second. We're perfect, so we catch Barbaro and our Xbow is gonna lock. Ooh, okay, I was hoping the baby dragon would like go in range of the tower. So okay, our cycles, we can just go like fireball, and I think. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm just gonna skeleton slow for his bandit. Oh jeez. He tried to prediction snowball, but it didn't really work out. But I guess good effort. Sick of my archers now. He's gonna Pekka. I'm gonna go Xbow same lane just because I think it's a decent play. Since he has to play something on top of the Xbow that can't like support the Pekka. So let's see. I'm just gonna pre-plant Tesla Pie. And he's gonna baby drag, so I'm gonna go archers low. Just being DPS all that down and go knight right there, and I think that's fine. I'm gonna go actually Xbow in the other lane because I don't want him to be able to lightning on the right. And he goes ram at the same time, so I won't be able to like afford a Pekka. So he's gonna E-Wiz, gonna try to protect here. But I kind of want him to spend more elixir, so it's a waste of Barbaro. And Eastwards gets down the ram, so I'm not gonna spend anything else on this defense. So this is looking pretty good so far. He's gonna end up snowballing, which is fine. Okay, I was hoping he'd go ram out in the back, so it's gonna lightning actually. Wow, so I'm gonna skeletons that and then maybe get a couple ticks. Okay, we don't. So we might Pekka. I don't know what that bandit was though. So I'm just gonna archer. Okay, I thought that was gonna dash. Baby drag the back. I think that's okay. I'm just gonna cycle my log for the chip damage, and then we just like skeletons, pull that in the Tesla. And I assume he's gonna go with like a Pekka in front of that. Alright, so I'm gonna Tesla early just so I can cycle back to a second one. Since we have like a bunch of cheap cards in hand anyways, so we're gonna try to protect our archers here. And we kinda do. So he's not gonna lightning out Tesla, it's kinda like a low HP. So the Pekka's a little annoying. I'm just gonna log and then E-Spirit to pull it back. And I don't need to spend anything else on that Pekka. Just gotta set up for this like last couple of defenses. So I wanna try to cycle 2 Teslas. He's probably just gonna lightning the Xbow and the Tesla. So we gotta watch out. I'm gonna fireball everything because he placed it all together. And yeah, lightning's but we're already back to a Tesla, so this should be GG. We just really have time to go with like another Pekka. So I'm just gonna log for his ram matter. Tesla's still alive. So just gonna place another one up high. Knight pull the baby dragon over. He's gonna lightning, but it's not gonna allow really anything to happen for him. So skeleton search bandit goes another Tesla up high. He's gonna snowball, but yeah, it's gonna be GG. I guess like we kind of got our revenge against this guy because he beat me like first day of the season when I was going for top 10.
So we found a game here against Chivas Kevin Array. So this guy usually runs Hog EQ, so kind of a bad matchup for Xbow, but we'll still try our best. See, that's what it's looking like. Although it's usually run with like Fire Spirit. And okay, luckily that skeleton doesn't get a hit. Okay, I didn't really want to cycle anything because I thought he was going to try to go Hog. But I think if he goes in now, we just test like this. It's a good play because it activates King off the Firecracker. And it also helps you with their Hog, and they're usually not going to Earthquake it in single elixir, even though like you place it close to the tower. So he's just going to go back to skeletons on our knight. So I guess we can Xbow just because he did use his Hog. And right goes Valk. I'm gonna archers like this. He might Earthquake my Xbow. Like he's actually not an Earthquake, but I still think this is gonna be a dead Xbow just because he got his Firecracker down. And goes Ice Spirit as well. I'm just gonna go Knight because I don't really want him to get more damage on the left hand side. And if he's smart, he'll start like switching lanes and like cycling logs on the lane where I have more damage on. Because you kind of, if you're the Hog player, you want to go same lane as the Xbow player for sure in this matchup. So yeah, this guy actually does know what he's doing. He's cycling log on the left hand side just to even out the damage, so I can't like Xbow on the left. Ooh, I don't know about that Earthquake though. I mean, it's so single elixir. He might be able to get back, and I kind of thought he was gonna predict Tesla, which is why I want to go Xbow in the middle, but fortunately he didn't. And Firecracker locks in the Xbow. I'm just gonna go Knight. He might Tesla. Or just cycle back to the Earthquake. Wow, okay. So we get like a couple ticks on the other side, but not the damage I was hoping for, considering he like Cycle and Earthquake. And he goes Hog here, could be pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna go Fireball, Skeletons. Okay, I think that's GG, just because like he got like a pretty good damage lead, and it's kind of hard to come back if you're down. But we can still try to get a lock, I guess. So let's just go Tesla. He's gonna Hog in the middle. 3H pull to the side, and he's gonna EQ, so I'm gonna go into the Xbow, and then because Skeleton's a Firecracker. Okay, he's gonna cycle back to another Earthquake for sure on this. I'm just gonna go Archer, so DPS is Valk. I'm gonna give my Xbow a couple ticks on tower here, but he does get the Ice Beard down. Okay, so we definitely have to keep spamming him on the right hand side here. To get one hit from the Archer, which is good. He's gonna test up high for his Hog. Ooh, I don't know why he went test like there. Because he's not gonna be in range of my Xbow. So maybe we get a lock. Oh my god, he actually didn't have enough to play Valk. That's actually huge for us. And he didn't have Login Cycle either, so we had to go like Firecracker on our Xbow. And just like that, I think we probably won the game. Just because it's not one Tesla. I don't really know what he was trying to do there. Yeah, I don't know why he keeps doing that. It's a really bad play, but so many Hog EQ players like to do it. Just Tesla in the middle to kill your Tesla. But I don't think he has enough for Valk here again, so we might be able to get another lock. Okay, no, his Tesla like 1 HP, so we don't get the lock. But this is still like 2 Fireball, 2 Log range, I'm pretty sure, so we just have to defend. So I guess I'll go Knight, and go to Tesla up high, anti-Earthquake position. His Tesla's gonna lock my Knight, which is good for us. Hog is dead, so I'm gonna go Fireball. And then Log to make sure doesn't get any damage, so we can go East Spirit now. And I'll Tesla down low to the side. He's gonna go Earthquake, which I think is fine, because we still have a really good damage lead, so I'm just gonna go, actually ask for like this, just so make sure his Hog can get the tower, because we don't have our Tesla on cycle, so let's go Log, East Spirit. Pretty much just defending now, playing it safe. So he's gonna go Tesla on top. I think I can Fireball now, just because we have our King activated. There's pretty much no way his Hog gets that much damage, so let's go Knight, distract with Firecracker, and then go Fireball on tower. So I'm gonna be on this guy, because he's kinda clowned in the Xbow community for losing to Xbow a lot, so...
Okay, so our next opponent here is Barry C. And I do not know what this guy plays. Just cycling Ice Spirit at bridge, see what he's gonna do. So Heal Spirit, often it means 3 Musketeers or even Royal Giant, like I don't really see Royal Giant Heal Spirit too much anymore. It's more likely to be like Electro Spirit in the deck. So yeah, Royal Ghost pretty much confirms we're gonna be facing some sort of 3 Musketeer deck. And it's gonna be the Golden Knight variant, which of course is not really a card you like to see when you're playing Expo, since it pretty much shreds through everything. And I don't know why he just like did that in the middle, but I guess it's kind of annoying for me. Okay, I should not have let that dash on tower. Yeah, that was just really badly defended on my end. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be difficult to come back from now. Yeah, I don't know why I hesitated there. I should just like block the Golden Knight up high before he was like able to use the ability. So yeah, not a good start at all. I'm just gonna go Xbow, since I'm pretty sure he won't have his Golden Knight in cycle right away. So maybe we try to do something here. He's gonna have E-Barbs. Yeah, this is pretty much a dead Xbow thing. I can't really Skelly that. I'm just gonna try to Skelly on top of the Ghost. Oh no, I actually whiffed those. Yeah, I don't even deserve this win. Like, even if I come back, I just played that so bad. So like, typically, if you're able to surround the Ghost with your Skeletons correctly, then it'll take the Ghost 3 shots to kill them all and mitigate like a lot of the damage. But I definitely like failed that surround, which allowed this Ghost to take like half my tower. So we're just gonna go Expo, since he went pump, and I feel like I just need to try to get damage right now while we can. So he's gonna Golden Knight in middle. Okay, it actually does not dash on my Expo, which is pretty good, I guess. And we can go Skeletons. Maybe the Ghost would die. Get my Expo some damage. Alright, nice. So I think we have to keep going in. He He went pump. I'm actually gonna see if he ice golem so I can fireball both. Yeah, this is a good fireball because I can hit the pump, and then also with his ice golem. So he's not gonna have that in cycle to tank for my Xbow. And heal spirit, hopefully. Okay, my Tesla killed the E-bar like before it was healed up. Then we can go with Knight in front, just to make sure we get as much damage as possible. And I don't know why I played 2 Musketeers on the right side. Like I was gonna have to fireball that anyways, just because like I need some tower damage. But as long as we defend this now, I'm gonna let that 1 Musketeer lock on, because I don't think it's gonna do that much damage. Okay, that actually didn't get a lot of damage, but he doesn't have a big spell, and Fireball will finish off the game. Don't have to worry about that golden hit on the other side. We're actually gonna be facing Axel here, and he's 11 trophies below us, so definitely should be 29. I'm pretty sure, because yeah, like if you're even, then it'll be 30 trophies, and he's only 11 below us. So there's no way that'll only give us 28 or 27. So just have to try to get this last win here, and it's going to put us directly at 7,800, which will be a nice conclusion for the video. And this guy plays like Goblin Drill Cycle. I saw like people on my friends was playing him earlier. I think Aragon beat him in this matchup, so it might not be that bad. I'm just going to go Skeletons late on his Bomber so we can kill it while it's distracted on the Tesla. Okay, so it looks like the Bomber did not end up dying there, which is unfortunate. So I'm just gonna go offensive Xbow, try to make up the damage that he got. And I don't know why he went Inferno Tower, since it's like a pretty bad play, I guess. Like, if you catch the Inferno Tower, then you're pretty much gonna win. In single, at least. So yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do. I could try to like prediction Fireball his wall breakers, but I don't know if he's gonna... Wait, what the? Why did he go Valk at like 0 elixir when my Xbow... Okay, I gotta charge my phone. But yeah, I don't know why. Like my Xbow was already dead, pretty much, and he went Valk like really late. And then I can just go Xbow again. And he won a Valk in cycle, so we probably just won the game. He has to cycle 4 cards to get back. And yeah, it's gonna log, and he got his Inferno Tower laid down as well. So I think he's probably gonna give up. But if he doesn't, we just have to defend now for the next 1 minute and 10 seconds. But yeah, if he doesn't play anything else, I'll just cut to like when we 3 count him. Okay, so we're gonna be against MOB Dark right here. And I'm pretty sure this guy has Lava Clone, which is, I guess, not... okay, that's kind of annoying. I went Lava first play and I didn't have my Exponent cycle. So I'm just hoping he... that was actually a decent flying machine. Kind of hoping he would ignore that and just go all in, so we can get a lot of damage and then Expo. But I'm not sure if he's gonna clone this or not, because we do have like a lot on the board. I don't really think this is gonna get too much damage, because he probably won't be able to fireball immediately on our archers. And okay, we're gonna take like some damage, but I think it's fine because he'll probably end up ignoring our next Expo. This might end up being a 2-tower game if he just sacks the tower and goes all in. But I don't think this matchup's awful in a 2-tower game. Actually, maybe it is, because they do have like Lumberjack and Scarmy. So, I guess in Expo, he might lava same time. Okay, so I think we might lose our left-hand tower here unless we pull off a godly defense. E-Spirit does get a lot of value. One of the main reasons I'm using E-Spirit right now is just because of clone decks. You can't be clone decks with Ice Spirit, so that's one of the main reasons. So let's see if we can manage to defend this. And Archer is locking his baby dragon is really good. That was a really bad clone on his end, actually. And I think we're surprisingly gonna be able to defend this. I'm not gonna use my fireball because the flying machines can die anyways. Not gonna take our tower. And we can go Expo same lane now, just so that if it does end up being a 2-tower game, we should have like a comfortable lead on the left side, I guess. And he's gonna spam his extra fireball because of my cycle. Lumberjack gets 1 hit. Alright, we're in a pretty good spot. So I'm gonna Expo. He goes Lava Hound same time. So I'm gonna do Knight in front in case, like, I don't want the flying machine to be able to come out Expo. Plays it behind the tower, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fireball early so that we can cycle back to another one on this defense. That's gonna be towered down, I think, or at least close to it. So yeah, we take the left-hand tower.
As long as we don't get 3 crowned, I think we'll be able to win the game. Might not even lose our tower here. No, never mind. We're gonna lose tower, but I don't really care. He's gonna archers down low to be safe. Ensure that he doesn't end up 3 crowning us. Just gonna Tesla off the side here. And with only 10 seconds left, we have 2 towers down. So yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I mean, to be honest, I don't think this matchup's really that good anyways, even with Electro Spirit. You just have to not like lose your tower in single elixir, and you should be fine. Hopping into the next game here, gonna be against CR Tuki. And he's gonna go Musketeer to the back. I'll Fireball. Not really a card I like to see just because it's often Goblin Cycle or Giant Graveyard. And looks like we will be facing the no skill Giant Graveyard deck. And if he's any Giant player, he'll just like go in here, which looks like he is gonna do. It's like a very skillful play that like you'll see Giant Graveyard players do pretty often. It's just like pretty much Giant Graveyard the bridge as soon as they have it in cycle, which our opponent does here. And we can't really prevent the damage, so he gets like 1,000 damage off of his first push. So yeah, this is like one of the worst matches for Xbow, in my opinion. Like I would rather face Royal Hogs Earthquake over this matchup like any day. So he's gonna Musketeer. I'm gonna Fireball that. He actually goes with a pretty bad army, because I can hit the Musketeer and the Skeleton with my Fireball. And he'll give us the well played. Okay, he's gonna Snowball. We're actually gonna get quite a lot of damage from this Xbow now. So we might not totally be out of this game yet. Because like you pretty much have to win this matchup in single, since you can't really get damage in double or triple if they just like play like somewhat with the brain. Which I guess is kind of rare if you're a Giant Graveyard player. But yeah, I'll probably go in again and just get like a lot of damage. So I'm gonna Knight, and I used to Spirit his Night Witch Bats. And Log Elite for the Graveyard. Since there's been like 10 elixirs to bridge though, he's not gonna have enough to arrow my archers. So it doesn't get like as much damage. And somehow we have his right hand tower down to 1300, so I'm just gonna keep going aggressive. It's kind of important that you don't let them build up pretty big Giant Graveyard pushes, because that's how you're gonna lose the game. So just Tesla to DPS that down. Might try to go Musketeer or something. I'm not too sure. Alright, I'm gonna Expo now. Ooh, he actually, yeah, that was a good prediction on his end. I probably should have waited because like it was obvious that I had to go in there. But he just got like a good prediction off of this Musketeer. So I might end up setting with a Giant push in the back. I guess he's not going to. But I was gonna say that, you know, my X1 cycle, so it wouldn't have been a bad play at all for him. So test like this. I'm actually gonna Expo now because if he goes Giant, I might be able to log it out of range. I haven't did that. Wait, we might be able to take his tower here, so I'm just gonna E-Spirit. And I'm gonna Fireball on defense actually, just to be safe. Okay, that was actually kind of close. Like if our Expo didn't take his tower, we probably would have lost because of like the skeletons piling up. Alright, so we're against Yosoi Juan. I actually lost this guy a little bit earlier, and he's using Royal Hog's Earthquake, which I still don't know if it's like a good matchup for Expo after the EQ nerf. It's probably not that bad, but I still don't know like if it's in Expo's favor, or if it's just more of an even matchup. So he goes Archer Queen. I probably could have fireballed that if I had faster reflexes, but he's gonna go in here, I think. Like last time he played it pretty aggressive, so like definitely not gonna EQ though, since that would be a really bad play. I can just like go Knight and Archer Queen and then Expo when he didn't have Earthquake in cycle. So he's gonna log as well, which is kind of annoying, but I think Ice Spirit should be able to clean everything up there. So yeah, this matchup is another one where you definitely want to go opposite lane, since if you go same lane, they're just gonna get a bunch of Earthquake damage and log damage on your Expo while like hitting the tower as well. But luckily it's not too much of an issue of them getting like a lot of EQ damage on your tower, since it did get like a pretty big nerf, where originally I think Fireball does 274 and Earthquake does like, where it did like 279, but now I think Earthquake only does like 210 or something like that. So definitely not too much of an issue. You mainly just have to worry about like them not getting any sketchy Royal Hog to tower or anything like that.
So, gonna get ready for his next row of hogs. I don't know if he's gonna... Wait, no, did he just play them? I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, so here's the ability. I'm just gonna Ice Spirit. And... Yep. Nothing really too significant happening so far. So I'm just gonna second my Tesla up high. Kind of an annoying play is when they like Yago Cannon on your Tesla. And then split row hog in the middle. Since you're gonna take like some damage on both sides usually. I was gonna fireball, but one of them went to the other tower, so it wouldn't really get as much value. I'm just gonna log the other side. He probably used the ability. Unless, okay, I think he didn't get it down fast enough, which was good. So yeah, I don't really want to go offensive Expo yet, since both the tower damage are pretty even. Also, how did the cannon like lock on my Tesla? Because the whole reason I went Tesla is because I thought it was locked on my knight, but somehow it switched, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, I went with the good row of hogs. We didn't have our Tesla in hand, so we get damage on both sides. And I'm just gonna fireball the queen. I think it's worth it since he doesn't have the row hog and cycle. And I think my one archer should be able to kill it. Alright, perfect. Let's go Tesla up high again. He's gonna like kind of predict it, but we have our archers in hand. Ooh, I don't know about that earthquake though. I'm definitely gonna go offensive expo right now. Oh no, his cannon. Oh, if I went with my skeletons down fast enough, we probably could have got some damage on the left. Yeah, that was my mistake. Definitely should have anticipated the cannon. The thing is, they usually play it like in the middle. Also, that was a good Tesla because I knew he was going to go Archer Queen on top to try to snipe it. But yeah, they usually put the cannon in the middle and then try to cycle back to Earthquake. I think cannon right on top of the Expo is not a very common play, which is why I didn't want to like play my skeletons immediately. So I'm going to like hover my Tesla in case he wants to go row hogs in the middle. Okay, looks like he just lets my Expo lock for some reason, which is going to be like a lot of damage actually. And if we can maintain like even damage on both towers, then I think we'll be able to win since like Earthquake log doesn't do nearly as much damage as Fireball log after the nerf. So triple elixir actually becomes like pretty good for Expo in this matchup. Let's go Tesla up high. He might try to Earthquake my Tesla, but looks like he's not going to. So I can Expo like one more time opposite lane since he has like a lot more HP on the right side. But after that, we probably try to go for the spell cycle and not give him any more EQ value. Okay, never mind. He's actually gonna let my Expo lock again. So this dude's not really playing that well. So yeah, we definitely won this now. Just have to like make sure not to let him get any row hogs to tower. Since like Earthquake's not gonna out damage me as long as I don't let anything connect. So let's go. I guess he's gonna log my Tesla. I'm just gonna archers and then log to be safe on defense. He lets my knight connect though, which is another pretty big mistake on our opponent's end. It's over 100 damage. So yeah, that cannon was also bad since it's gonna get blocked by my knight. So we fireball on defense, log for the tower damage. And yeah, he's gonna be BMing us. He BM'd a lot like when he beat me earlier, so I'm tempted to like be toxic back, but I guess we'll just win with class this time and not throw some BM ourselves. And I'm pretty sure this is a Mortar player, but I don't know exactly what variant. Yeah, Spear Goblins at the bridge. You don't really see Spear Goblins in any other deck, since Modern Wallbreakers is pretty much dead in the meta. So Modern Bats, I'm praying it's not Cannon Cart version, since that's typically the most difficult one to face if you're using Expo. So let's see, he's gonna Mortar in the middle. Hopefully it's like a Skeleton King as the mini tank, since that's the most optimal one to deal with. So he's actually gonna fireball my Expo, and we still get some damage out of it. The only bad thing is we don't really want to go same lane in this matchup, because as you can see, he can fireball my Expo and the tower as well. So we still might have to start switching lanes before he gets too much damage on the right. We're probably up a little bit of elixir though, because he's still not playing anything. Let's go log on the right side. Don't really know why he just gave us a free log there in the Spirit Goblins. Alright, I'm gonna go in on the left. Oh wow, I don't know. Wait, what is he doing with the Skeleton King? I don't know why he was like spamming us there. But I think it's gonna work out for us pretty well, since I can just log on defense. In fact, I probably didn't even need the log. And I could just like one knight in front of my Expo to kill his, or to tank for the bats for a bit. And we could have gotten more damage there, but he's supposed to do my second knight. And yeah, this is actually looking quite good for us right now, since we're going opposite lane. And he also won't have Skeleton King and Cycle, I don't think, if we go Xbow. Maybe he will. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just gonna Xbow anyways, since if he mortars, then I could just play my second cards to tank for it. Alright, so he played Skarmy to get back to his Skelly King. I don't think... Oh wait, he's actually gonna use the ability, which is pretty bad for him, I'm pretty sure, because we can get a log. Since he doesn't have a log or anything. Wait, he does have a log. Sometimes these mortar decks don't even run log, it's just like Fireball. But AC is gonna have it. Which does make things a little bit more difficult, but still doable. And I did Tesla there, I didn't really have anything in Cycle for his Monitor. Don't want to take too much damage. And since he like uses Fireball, I'm just gonna go defensive Xbow. And just like play stuff into it. Which is like pretty awkward for him, I guess. Use the ability, I think it was Monitor, so I'm just gonna Archers down low. You can't really Fireball my Archers, so I can just go Xbow. And we'd like win immediately after he did that. Since he kinda needs to save Fireball for my Xbows. Alright, just place his Mortar down low there. It's a good placement if you don't want their second like defensive Xbow to target onto their Mortar. We're gonna try our best to defend here. Use the ability, I'm just gonna die in front and then try to catch his Miner in the back. Don't know if we go Eastward. I'm just gonna allow our Xbow to log. So we just logged to finish off our Xbow. So we have to keep playing defensive Xbows and then just to bait out his Fireball. And then to keep going on the left side. Try to win in spell damage. So let's see here, I'm gonna Archer the back to split. Since he doesn't really want to Monitor into my one Archer. Since it won't get like that much value. I think splitting Archers is really good in this matchup. Let's go Skellies to tank. I want to cycle back to defensive Xbow. And I have a Tesla up too, is going to help DPS and Skeleton King. Let's try to catch a Miner in the back with our Archers, looks like we do. So we shouldn't take any damage with the help of my defensive Xbow. And he actually misses Fireball. I didn't even realize that at first. He misses Fireball on my defensive Xbow. So pretty big mistake on the opponent's end. Hopefully we can capitalize on it here. Try to get our Xbow on tower. So I'm just gonna log his Skelly King in the Spear Gobs. He fireballs, but my Xbow still has like 1 HP, which is a couple hundred damage there on the left side. So we should be able to win this now. I'm just gonna knight the back. I hesitated there a bit, so we are gonna take some minor damage. But with him going so aggressive with his fireballs right now, I think there's no way for him to prevent all damage from our 2 Xbows up right now. So I'm just gonna Skelly's the back for his miner. And the tower damage is pretty even, but if you look on the map, we have so much down right now that he's definitely have to fireball in this defense if he doesn't want to take damage. So I'm just gonna Tesla like down low. He's definitely gonna miner. Yeah, it's like the placement where they always miner when you have an Xbow up. It's a good place to predict it. And yeah, I don't really need to go for another offensive Xbow. Just gonna make sure to catch the next miner. In the back, I'm gonna log in defense to make sure the Spirit Goblins don't connect. And Fireball finishes off the game. So yeah, not the worst matchup on our end. It's probably like a 60-40 for us. Since we have the Electro Spirit for Skeleton King. I feel like if we had Ice Spirit, this matchup would be a lot worse. It's a good thing that I ended up putting E-Spirit in. I usually only like replace Electro Spirit if I'm like kind of scared that I'm gonna get a bad matchup. Up against Harold from the clan Robert's army. Physical Psycho E-Spirit in the back. Seems gonna have, alright, Spirit Goblins, most likely minor wall breakers or mortar or something. Although Zap, maybe some kind of Sparky deck, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Dark, oh wait, no, this is gonna be probably Goblin Giant Double Prince Bait. I think it's more likely to be that than Sparky with the Spear Goblins. Oh yeah, so this matchup is actually gonna be quite good for us, I think, just because it doesn't run a miner or anything. And we also have Electro Spirit for his bats. So if he goes Goblin Giant here, it's gonna die on my Tesla anyways, which is the main reason why I'm going in. Then we can also try to outcycle on the next offense. We get a couple expo ticks there. Don't know if those archers are gonna take any hits off. I don't think they will. And he's gonna Spear Goblins anyways. So we could try to like maybe it's not best expo. He's in a Dark Prince. Actually, he's a kind of a good Dark Prince because it kind of prevents me from going in. He probably could have got damage there if he didn't go into Dark Prince. But I think in double elixir, it's going to be pretty easy to defend his pushes. Basically, the only way they win this matchup is if they somehow ignore your Xbow and single and take tower, which is still kind of unlikely. But I've lost this matchup before against a player, like this one player who finished number 2 in the world with the deck, and that's kind of what he did. So let's just go skeletons for his prince. And going to double now, I guess we can offensive Xbow because I already have a Tesla surviving here. And it's gonna Goblin Giant. I'm gonna actually Tesla instead of Archers. I don't really want to give him the free Fireball. And we try to get a good time to log off, but he's actually gonna Fireball anyways, so we don't get our Xbow to connect. Heart down a tiny bit of damage, but I'm just gonna go in right away because yeah, his Goblin Giant outcycled by a couple cards. So we have to play stuff in the middle to tank. Okay, actually he cycled back, but I'm just gonna go Archers at the bridge. Help DPS that down. And kind of a late Dark Prince, gonna log. And toss up high, maybe want to explode a tower. Okay, the Expo's gonna die, so he's doing a decent job defending. Does spend like 5 elixir right at the bridge, so I think we can go in again. Might be up a little bit. Probably has Goblin Giant back. Yeah, it's just at the bridge. Try to DPS that down quickly. And we get a good log off. Gonna Fireball's Prince just because he's gonna kill faster and might force him to Fireball this. And go to Spree Goblins opposite lane. We did get a tiny Expo log, but will put us in the damage lead actually. So he's gonna pre-plant Tesla on defense now. I assume he's gonna start trying to go in. So we kind of want to keep up pressure to help prevent him from having any chance of breaking through. He's gonna go knight the bridge and archers as well. I don't really care if he fireballs over there because it's not getting any tower damage. My Expo gets a couple ticks off. Wait, did I get? I think that might have got some damage from tower, but let's just go in again. I don't want him to be able to build the pushes in triple elixir. He's gonna Prince, Expo will lock on. So, might go Goblin Giant on this. Actually plays in the opposite lane. Again, test up high. The E-Spirit, try to protection log his Spirit Goblins. Does not end up playing them. Second Dark Prince with a Knight same lane. I'm gonna keep up pressure with another Expo at the bridge here. And we're actually looking pretty good, up about 500 damage. Let's go Knight. Hopefully the Tesla targets his Prince. Okay, it's not, but back to another one up high. We can log just for some tower damage. Help secure our damage lead. With another Expo. He might end up fireballing my Tesla, so I gotta be ready with another one here. So let's go Skeleton to high. Legend Spirit Archers, make sure none of that can get any damage on our tower. But with only 10 seconds left, there's no way we can recover the damage deficit. So as I said earlier, pretty much a free win if you know what you're doing. E-Spirit gets a lot of value if you just save it for the bats. And you can pretty much win off of log cycling, which is kind of what we did there. Didn't get like any significant Expo log.
So we're gonna be up against this Japanese dude. No idea what he'd run, so we'll just like E-Spirit at bridge. Might bait out some sort of response. And decides to ignore it. Skeleton Barrel, so probably Mega Knight bait or Double Barrel bait, which are both like really good matchups for me, so any one of those I'd be happy with. He's actually gonna go Minor Bats, pretty smart play because I didn't have my Archers or E-Spirit in the cycle for that. So we tried to Fireball the Bats. And he plays a Miner in the back, so I couldn't hit everything with the Fireball. So we do end up taking a lot of damage there. I'll give him credit for that play though, he recognized our cycle pretty well. So just cycle our Tesla like this. I think it's fine to do that because he's gonna Skelly Barrel. But we could go Electro Spirit, and I think it should pretty much mitigate most of the damage. Might get a couple of skeleton ticks, but I think it's fine. I'll just go Expo. I'm gonna ignore the Miner because I want to be able to go Knight Archers on this Mega Knight. I also have a Tesla that might end up helping out, but
I think that miner didn't do too much for him. He was on the tower with more HP anyways. And that was a low elixir zap for sure. So I'm gonna log Spear Goblins. We got done pretty fast, so it's gonna be a really good lock on tower. And he's a Skeleton Barrel. We won't just have enough to play our Tesla though. So yeah, this matchup, it's one of the freest matchups actually for Xbow, especially with Electro Spirit. It's just so good against the bats. I've lost this matchup before if they somehow get an Inferno Drag to tower in single, which I know EGW. Oh shoot. Okay, no, we're fine. Yeah, I lost to EGW once when he has like a really weird play where he like magnate the back and stuff and like bait out my skeletons and somehow got his Inferno Dragon tower, but I'm pretty much never lose this matchup unless it's like a really good Mega Knight bait player, which EGW is. So he's gonna Skelly Burrow. I guess we'll just let that get death damage, not big of a deal. Because we already have more HP on the right side anyways. And I'll go Xbow just so we can bait his Mega Knight out and try to outcycle him. I'll go with the Tesla to support, and we might just cycle back to our Knight here. He's gonna help out on offense. Ooh, those are not the bats our opponent was looking for. He's gonna get obliterated by our E-Spirit. And he's gonna Skeleton Zap or Expo. He's not gonna fully kill it though, so we're still gonna get a lock on his tower. And we'll log those Spear Goblins there, might get an Archer one hit. Alright, he's gonna Goblin Gang. Tesla should be able to clean everything up for the most part. So yeah, basically there's no way he can win now because he has tower down so low. Oh, he's still defending. I guess we'll Fireball the Inferno Drag, try to get our Expo. A couple takes on tower, just to put it into Fireball log range, hopefully. Yeah, 336, that's definitely one more Fireball, one more log to be able to win us the game. He's going in for a last-ditch attempt with the minor bat, but it's not going to matter. Log finishes off the game. As I said, pretty free matchup for Expo.